Well, happy Halloween, everyone, and welcome to Week 10 of Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live, presented by Performance Therapy. I'm your host, TJ Werre. We're excited for you to be here with us tonight as we are just 1 week away from the conclusion of all regular season football here in Mississippi. Kind of a sad moment, but at the same time, a lot of excitement left in the final 2 weeks, and most of these classifications in the MHSAA and the MAIS is wrapping up tonight. So let's take a look at the games we're going to be focusing on here on this. Central, and the Mavericks are in second place in 7A Region 2. They're taking lost one region game since 2021. In 6A Region 1, Grenada and Lake Cormorant are 2-1 and tied for second behind first place South Panola. The winner of tonight's game will be in the driver's seat for a first-round home playoff game. Germantown is coming off its first ever win over Madison Central, and the Mavericks are in second place in 7A Region 2. They're taking on Clinton, who needs a win tonight. The Arrows are 1-2. And tied for fourth with Madison Central. Speaking of Madison Central, the Jaguars are on the road tonight against Starkville. Starkville is 2-1 and in third place in the region. Then in 7A Region 3, Brandon is playing for its postseason life against the Pearl Pirates in the Eat Dirt rivalry. The Bulldogs are fifth in the region. 4 teams are tied for first with 2-1 records, including their opponent tonight, the Pearl Pirates. We have Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin. They are 2 of the 4 teams tied for first right now. Oak Grove is 8-1 all time against the Cougars and has won 7 straight. Then we have Petal and Meridian. Petal is also tied for first in 7A Region 4. Meridian, meanwhile, is trying to play spoiler and keep its slim playoff chances alive. In 7A Region 4, we got Gulfport and D'Iberville. Gulfport can clinch a region title with a win tonight. However, D'Iberville is in second and can create some chaos with a victory. Then our lone MAIS game is Heritage Academy and Lamar School. Both teams have 7 wins and are trying to boost their power points before next week's playoffs. So before we get to the action, first we want to thank our food sponsor for tonight. Once again, Roosters and Basil's, a combined location in Flowood. Go check it out. They'll never disappoint you with anything you get off the menu. But before we get to the action, let's hear a word from our title sponsor, Performance Therapy.
Hey guys, my name is Spencer Shoemaker. I'm the director here at our Brandon location. You've heard from several locations on what all subspecialties we offer. We also offer all those here in Brandon. The biggest thing we're about as a company is local hometown feel. We have a local assisted living facility. We offer aquatic therapy at Complete Fitness. But basically anywhere anybody needs us to go, we're interested in going because we want to help the community however we can. So we offer adult and pediatric therapy, and then we also have this return to sport room that once our athletes get towards the end of the treatment, we can bring them in here and specialize the treatment approach for them so they don't have to go anywhere. They can stay with the therapist they're used to. Adult-wise, we offer PT, OT, and speech. We also have pelvic floor therapists. We do a lot of workers' comp stuff. Pediatric therapy, we also offer PT, OT, and speech, and can screen for various diagnoses of your child. But the biggest thing for us is we want to support the community however we can. So if there's a need, we want to help it. If you're in the Brandon area, we'd love for you to give us a call at our office. If you're not, we have 14 other locations that are ready to help you get back on your feet.
We are Performance Therapy.
Comprehensive care.
Hands-on treatment, proven results.
Levin read that one like a book, didn't he, Boo?
That honey badger, that's what I have to call him.
I tell you, he plays like a man-child, doesn't he?
Y'all have to excuse me, I'm silent running a little bit, but I'm not sick.
I had it this week too, brother. I know the feeling.
As long as it's running, I'm
right.
So.
See Kellen Hall staying cool and composed, just takes his time, directs traffic. Causey in the back of the end zone, goes up big, high points it, 6-0, Commercial Stationery Company, PAT pending.
It'll be Cooper Miller to add the exclamation point. Snap back, Millsap's got it down, kick is up, and it is good. So very quickly, Warriors make a statement on the opening possession and march down the field and take the lead 7-0 here with 8:39. Jason Wesley, State Farm, first.
MJ Hall, he just read him a riot act.
Oh,
It's going to be should be third down and maybe about 6.
You're right, third and about 6, Boone. Ball just outside the, well, let's see, 50, 40, 30, about the 33-yard line.
The scoreboard has 3rd and 5, so we right there at
Yeah.
it. So,
Close call.
this is where West Point defense got to win tonight, is win on 3rd downs. If we can get off the field on 3rd down, and he drops back, and it's going to be a screen that's right up the middle, and
I think it's going to be short.
I think he's going to be maybe 1 yard short. So
It's real,
3 straight runs. Lowry's got some room around the right side. He's up the hashes of the middle right hash and finally tackled at the 29-yard line. 3 straight runs, and here come the arrows into Maverick territory. Just too easy right now the last couple of gives.
Yeah, a little too easy for him for sure. And I think, part of that when you get some guys that are not used to getting down in the stance and are used to standing up, when they bring those linebackers up and put them in that 3-point stance, sometimes they lose visual. And right now there's just a couple of gashing holes that are just, I don't know.
And here's the give to Lowry again. He has been the hot hand. He is weaving through traffic. Finally, the Mavericks hit him, but not before he has 8 yards. Max Smith makes the stop, but Lowry's a problem right now for Germantown.
Absolutely is, and they're running behind that big 55, and that's one of the guys that we saw on Max Prep. That's the pancake blocks. He's got a lot of them. And so they've been pounding that right side. The only time they've done anything different is going right up the middle.
Lowry with 541 total rushing yards coming in. He was only averaging 4.3 a pop. He's well over that here. They'll fake it to Lowry. Now the keeper by the quarterback gets stripped out. Jaden Gross, who was the hero who stripped Madison Central out a week ago, has stripped it out here. But it looks like the Arrows get back on top of it.
Yeah, Jaden does a great job of just getting on his back and ripping that one out. Oh, we got a hurt guy down, and it's Jaden Gross. Looked like maybe he came down. He went down on that ball. That's tough. Hopefully he's got the wind knocked out of him, and he's going to be okay. Coach is going out there to check on him right now.
Let's go down to Coach Hardy. Coach Hardy, Jaden Gross, a big part of why German.
unit, direct snap, he goes to that right side. He cuts the corner. He's still up on his feet.
There he goes.
That's a foot race. He's got 1 man to beat, and he's going down the sideline. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Touchdown, Greenway. Let's get it.
Woohoo! Mercy, 86 yards untouched.
86 yards. He took it to the right side, and he didn't let up, folks. And looked like he just walked off when he made it to the 50, bud.
Just left him at the 50 standing still. Hi-yo silver, baby.
When he made it to third gear, it was all she wrote.
Man, oh man, what a start here at New Hope, Mississippi. Green wave on top by virtue of an 86-yard scamper. Here's Boone.
One play, and that's what you want. Waiting the pinning kit.
Recovery by the Arrows. They'll send a man in motion, end around handoff. Room on the right side, and finally going to trip him up inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. It's Max Smith again, and that was the give to Jaden Johnson, the wide receiver. He'll pick up 5.
Little trickeration in the backfield there, just doing some reverse. But Max Smith does a good job of keeping containment on his side and making that open field tackle and giving his guys an opportunity to show up and help him out.
Almost 3 minutes into this first quarter, Arrows opening drive, and they have taken it down inside the 15-yard line. A 2nd and 5 here. Jones takes the snap, give, and trying to run around that right side and put on the ground. McGehee puts Albert, the running back who checks in, on the ground. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he lost a yard.
Yeah, McGehee met him right in the hole, and my money's on McGehee. If it's a one-on-one right there in the middle, McGehee typically comes up winning.
And Lowry checks back in as the back. 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 for Jones and crew. Jaden trying to direct some traffic as he looks to the left sideline. Visiting bleachers, stomping on the bleachers. Here's the give, left side. Lowry trying to get behind his offensive lineman. Mavs have him stacked up, and he is going to be knocked down.
You can't take anybody for granted in this game here. You got to keep scoring points. And right now, Madison's moving the ball right down the field on this defense.
Got to give it to him. What a great cut by the running back. And he had one-on-one with the linebackers. Offensive line from Madison Central doing a good job so far.
Bring a tight end in, and also Steven is back in the backfield and hand off to him, waiting for his blockers. But that time,
kicker for the Arrows. Basically straight on, and Spann will send this one up. He'll split the uprights, and the Arrows, with 7:39 in the opening quarter, have buried a field goal. They are up on Germantown 3-0. Mavericks getting the football when you come back right.
He might have got half a yard.
Yeah. Great stop by Eli Palmer, number 85.
Yep. That was the linebacker, Bobo, running the ball.
Right. Everybody running the ball.
Yeah, we used to call that formation hammer. When they, West Point used to run it.
Right,
right.
yeah.
They snap it back to that guy, and they have the two little fullbacks or H's sitting up in front.
So now 2nd down and 9 for Lake Cormorant. They come set again. Ball snap quarterback. This time he goes to the left side of the line. He's going to have about 4 yards on the carry. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. We got 6 minutes, 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're all tied up.
Well, at the field position.
Giving Oak Grove kind of a dose of their own medicine, running what the Warriors run, just getting it out to their playmakers in space.
Give to Hayden around the right side, tries to get on the open field. He'll be drugged down by McDaniel, but not before he picks up 7 on the carry.
Garden, you got to go back to the first set of downs when Oak Grove had a perfect opportunity for a sack on 3rd down. Missed the opportunity. Cougars still in business now at Oak Grove's 38-yard line.
35-yard line. That is a 40-yard pickup, first down, Pizza Man.
Yeah, Coach Mock is looking back at the official. He wanted what's called a cut block by the defense. Actually, when the defense goes low below the knees, he wanted them to make that call. Didn't see who made the defender would have been, but nevertheless, great run by Tyson Robinson. Get it up and then get it to his blocking to the near sideline. Great vision by Tyson Robinson.
Bulldog got some good blocks. Again, some really good blocks there. First down and 10 Dogs. First down of the night for the Dogs. 6:47 to go. First quarter action. No score at the Rankin County Super Bowl. Back off each side of Slade and Shack. Shack going to run the option near side. Going to pitch it. That's going to be to Hines Scott, the former Peril Pirate, and he is going to be taken down after a pickup of 8 yards.
First time we have seen that play in this playbook offense, and I don't like it. But I've been advocating let's test the outside of these defenses we play. Option play. First time we've seen it. Great call.
And Shaq really probably could have cut that ball up, too. I mean, he didn't make a mistake pitching the ball. Shaq drops the throw. Throws, quick strike, caught. That's going to be Graydon Walker down inside the 30, down to the 24-yard or 26-yard line. First down, Dog.
Man, I tell you.
Rolling the line of scrimmage at the moment.
First bank, first down, King White, pump fake, another pump. He's going to fire one to the end zone. Branson makes the catch at the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. 20 yards, King White to Lawson Branson. And the Mavericks off and running. They take the lead 6-3.
Going to be C4, and he is going to be hit, and he might pick up a yard on the play.
And defended well.
By himself, just puts it right where he can get it. Branson goes up and grabs it. Great catch. Great play. Three plays.
Jersey on a couple of occasions. Cougars get away with one there.
So Northwest Rankin able to convert on 4th and short and keep the drive alive. Phillipson's going to flip it out to Hayden. And again, McDaniel in pursuit, running the alleyway.
You do. That's first and go from the 10. Ball's going to be snapped. Quarterback keeps it, runs through the middle of the line. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be in the end zone.
Right.
Looks like for a
he's
touchdown.
short.
No, he is short. They're going to mark him at the half-yard line, it looks like. We could use a turnover right here.
Yeah, we could, man. Sure would be nice to get one, man.
Ball.
The biggest guy on the field, but is showing a big arm early on. Little trickeration here.
Ball snapped, and he's going to be in the end zone.
Yep.
Smith going to throw it, and that one's got a chance to be picked off in and out of the hands of Draylon Warner. Tell you what, Oak Grove almost got extremely lucky and picked that one off.
We've got a flag in the secondary. Looks like they're probably going to call Oak Grove maybe for a hold.
It is indeed
for the Pirates. 2-by-1 set. First down and 10 at the 16-yard line. Shack looks, throws, Graydon Walker, and he's going to roll off the block there. And a good job by Walker. That's going to be a pickup of about 3 on the play.
Ooh, that was too close for comfort there. quick pass to Graydon Walker. Duke Johnson blocking ahead of him, but, boy, Duke got stood up at the line of scrimmage, and Graydon had to try to catch that one and make sure you secure it because the safety there was right there to make the stop.
Second down and long. Tyson up the middle. Tyson off the left side, going to wheel his way forward. He'll be inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. It's going to be third down at about 1.
Boy, good head-up run, but again, I tell you what, this defensive line, Pearl, Marcus Deere, defensive lineman, senior, 6'3", 315, got some big company with him at the line of scrimmage.
Shack looks, going to throw, fade route up top. That ball is up, caught, touchdown, Bulldogs. Slayton Shack looks like he found Eli Morey. Welcome back to offense, my friend.
Tell you what, Eli had to basically fade around all the way. Good coverage by the defensive back out there. Eli just concentrated, had to actually fall backwards catching the football, and just great concentration by Eli. Brandon gets first on the board.
Dogs strike first, up 6-0. Point after attempt on the way. I want to come back to Eli Morey.
Fourth catch of this series. So the Cougars continue to march down this field. The drive began at their own 15-yard line, and they are knocking on the door to try to tie this one up here with just over a minute and a half remaining here in the Jason Wesley State Farm First. Give to Hayden on first down. He tries the left side, trying to get to the pylon, and he will get there. Touchdown, Cougars.
Nobody out there for run support. Know who got caught up? It was like maybe Aiden Howard getting out there in time. You see 3, Mac, Aiden, and then
quarterback in the shotgun formation. Belton with the ball. Going to hand it off again up the middle. Running back falls forward inside, and he does get in. Touchdown for the Panthers. Kind of got lost in the crowd in there, but he put his hands up. Touchdown.
Picked off. Michael Johnson snags it out of the Mississippi sky. He's going down the left side onto the 30, looking for blocks at the 20, and finally tackled from behind at the 19-yard line, and the Maverick defense comes up big.
Man, he just threw that thing up in the air like a punt. Mike Johnson's playing center field back there, just called that one, was able to come down with it, and then had nothing but blockers in front of him for quite a while and was able to make some serious yards back, puts the Mavs in.
Play there is awesome. Maybe he can get going these last few games as we head towards the playoffs. Tough run from Cooper, going to pick up about 2 or 3 there. But like I was saying,
throw the ball up in the air very high. It's almost going to turn into a jump ball type situation. And what better guy to hire than Mikey Johnson? He'll be in the gym. Hey, here we go.
Hey, we're going to go down to Coach more often. It's Lawson Branson again in the end zone. Touchdown, Germantown. Through the sky once more, and it lands in a number 5's hands again.
Gervais make a big play like that, maybe he can get some confidence and get going in the right direction. Swing pass out to Cooper's going to pick up a few, but
pocket, and then actually has an alley where he's takes off to the right a little bit, and when he does that, those defensive backs start to commit to stop that run. It frees up Branson. He's standing wide open in the end zone. Great run and pass. Just an outstanding play right there. Way to cap.
Taylor goes through there, and he's got enough for a first down.
Great job by Malik Taylor.
Taylor gets the ball out to the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from that spot.
Hey, guys, we got a minute and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Grenada 7, Lake Cormorant 14.
So Chargers get ready, snap the ball. Trusty
There
throws
you
it,
go, guys,
hits number
wide
2,
open.
Curry in the middle. He's open, and he's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown.
Both touchdowns for the night by number 2, Jay Curry.
Yep, just faked it, another RPO, and it looked like he was going to throw it over here to the bubble.
Yeah.
And the linebacker cleared it, and once he cleared Curry, Curry's wide open in the middle. He catches it and takes it to the house because they're not going to run him down.
No, you're not going to run him down, man. Great way to play there.
They're going to have to get man.
All right.
Or we're going to be able to do that all night because there's just nobody there to cover him. Trusty did an excellent job of being patient and letting that linebacker go to the bubble, and as soon as he went to the bubble, the middle was wide open.
Ball snapped, kicks away.
Oh, man.
And the extra point is good. So we're all tied up 14-14 with 1:29 left to play. We'll hear word from a sponsor.
On the side of the Cougars as their fans and band getting a little rowdy across the way.
Well, Carr, after that long drive by the Cougars, Oak Grove's defense needs a couple more, at least another couple sets of downs to catch a breather.
Hall to throw it. Going to look into a curl route towards Weary. That one going to be broken up. That one's broken up by Patrick Harper. Harper's got 3 interceptions on the season and picks up another pass breakup right there. And that'll bring up now a punting situation as Cooper Miller and company are.
Looks like, based on the trying to look at this, we're at a weird angle. I'm looking at the down marker across from us. Amaji Frederick gets that one to the right side, and he's going to pick up about 2. Looks like the side judge on our side's got him at the 6. So that'll bring up a 3rd and goal.
And Nigel Frederick is going back to the side.
And a good tackle out on special teams. That's Carter Grantham down in cover.
And Carter's PAT didn't look normal. Maybe he just slipped up or something, mishit it, but I'm wondering if that's going to factor into our play call here, if maybe we're in 4-down territory.
Cooper Gwynn was in motion.
Parker rolls out. Cooper Crosby in the edge, and he spins off the tackler. He's in the end zone. Another Brian Jacobs State Farm touchdown. Cooper Crosby finds the end zone for the 26th time on the season, and that is another significant number for him. That is his 50th touchdown in his 3 years of playing high school football for Gulfport.
Wow.
What a number there. 50 touchdowns, all-purpose touchdowns. I believe this is his 27th game he's played. He missed 4 games his sophomore year with a knee injury, so he didn't come in until later in the year. But really awesome there. 50 touchdowns for Cooper Crosby. As Carter Platt, that looked a lot better on that PAT, so maybe he just missed it the first one.
Yeah.
But again, huge. Waits for his blockers, but just nowhere to go there. He'll pick up a yard. The inside run, not quite there for the Jackets. It's one of those things, the passing game might open up the run a little bit more, too, for the Jackets in this game.
I'll tell you what, 9. Getting through the front 3, then you got 3.
All right, we are at Brandon and Pearl now. Pearl at home and eat dirt, and Pearl is in trouble right now, backed up against their own end zone. They forced a fumble earlier, recovered, couldn't get anything out of it. Brandon scores a touchdown, and now the Brandon Bulldogs defense, which has been pretty good for most of the season, has an opportunity to really do some damage against the Pirates. That false start's not going to help the Pirates. We'll go back to that in a second. Meanwhile, Madison Central and Starkville, no scores. We get to the end of the first quarter. Gulfport, like we just saw, up 14-0 on D'Iberville. Gulfport trying to clinch 7A Region 4. Let's see what the Pirates can do here. 3rd and 12 at their own 7-yard line.
This here. So far, 3 penalties for 15 yards on the Pirates.
Yeah, whistle blown. Pearl gets to the line of scrimmage. Is going to blow the whistle. Not sure what the discussion is.
No, it's not. We're going to keep bring them back and set it down around the 4-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and about 14 for the Pirates. They got to get out somewhere around the 23-yard line. Durr out of his own end zone. Drops to throw. Nope, going to keep it himself and take off with it. And Durr's going to pick up a couple.
Down for the Panthers. Yeah, just a quick pass, little fake dive in the middle, and then quarterback gets the ball in his hands really quick. That receiver's got some wheels on him, so he just kind of took the ball. Got a few yards there, so another 1st down there. So putting the Wildcats close to the end zone here. Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Handoff to the running back. Goes up the middle. Escapes again. Get into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Panthers.
That's impressive there. He just had a few hits, and then he just kept on going. It looked like he was down, and comes out of that crowd there and just almost carried about 4 or 5 with him, it looked like, to never did even get him down in the end zone. So just a strong run by the Petal running back there.
Yeah, score 20-0. Panthers with the lead pending this extra point. cat off sides. Whistles are going to blow. Official from the side saw it. Offsides on the defense.
Yeah, kind of walked across that line a little too soon there.
But he showed it right there. Yeah. This one's going to be a toss outside. I believe that's Caleb Washington who got it, and not much there. Cordarius Payton on the tackle. Good to see him getting in there. He told me this morning he was going to do everything tonight.
Yeah.
He said he had a bruised sternum last week. That's why he was carted off against Biloxi. He looked really rough after the game, but he said Monday he was in pain all weekend. This morning said hey, too big of a game. I'm just going to have to play through it and be tough tonight.
All right, so West Point just scored a touchdown. They kind of got lost behind the tent there. Couldn't really see what was going on, but they did score. And here comes the extra point. It is up, and it is good. It is 21-0. So West Point in firm control against New Hope in this 5A Region 1 championship. West Point is the #1 team in the state according to a lot of people, and according to me, too. We got to remember what they did to Tupelo earlier this season. We're able to beat the defending 7A champs on the road 28-21. They are a force with that running offense of theirs. They don't throw a whole bunch, just 70 times going into tonight's game. Meanwhile, back at Oak Grove in Northwest Rankin, start of the second quarter, Oak Grove's got the ball in a 7-7 game. Also looking at Germantown and Clinton. Germantown is inside the 20. Let's see if the Mavericks can find their way to the end zone. They're at 14-3.
Fakes it to Johnson keeper King White, and he is finally twisted down. Fought off an arrow initially, but going to get back to the line of scrimmage in one more. Short gain on the play, set up 3rd and 5.
The Mavs get Jeremy Matthews back on the right side over there, and saw Jeremy Matthews go down what looked like a chop block, but he didn't make contact with anybody. His guy actually took off running free and was in the backfield, making it very disruptive for King White and Nye Johnson to have that delivery.
And Cotton was 10 yards from him.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing. He's not used to playing that position.
No, he's not used to playing corner.
He was 10 yards back, and then he didn't really know what to do to come up, and he got by him. Yeah. He almost dropped the pass.
Yeah, he bobbled it.
Right.
Well, we just got to do what we did. We got to stop him on first down, stop him on second, and create a long. 3rd and long.
Well, another thing we got to do, man, they got to call the false starts, man.
Yeah, I thought the receiver moved.
And here come the flags. And that should be very close to a first down. They're going to say it's on the Mavericks. They can't believe it.
Yeah, it looked like they're going to call it on the whole line because the center did not snap it.
Ball snap, quarterback keeps it. Number 9, he's running through the middle, and he's going to be tackled. He got a pretty good run on that play. I think he got about 7 yards on that.
Yeah, they're like Jaden.
Yeah, that was
Curry.
Jaden.
Yeah, made the tackle. He's having a good night so far on both sides of the ball.
Right, was trying to go for the ball, man. I don't know if I would put Cotton over here on this guy as a DB, man.
Well, I would if it's 2nd and 4, but
right,
if it gets 3rd and long, we may see it.
Ball's going to be snapped. Quarterback's going to run it through the middle. He's got enough for a first down. He's still on his feet.
Yeah, he's down to the 1.
Man, we got to figure out some type of way to stop the run, man, to get through there to penetrate.
Well, Mike, I want you to look at something.
Okay.
Look at.
And there was no chance of getting that one stopped. 48-yard touchdown, and Madison hits the board first. Starkville had.
Sure did.
So it's hard. I mean, you got to hold your ground.
And Germantown has added on to their lead, 17-3. After the field goal by Mutzi. Mavericks rolling in the first quarter. We'll step away 30 seconds as this.
Coaching staff and executed to a T. That was really a beautiful football play.
So Madison Central on the board first. The extra point is up. The extra point is good.
There's Big Otis. Let's watch him see how he does.
Ball snap.
There you go, Otis.
Number 9 keeps it, goes around that right side, and nobody's there, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, the corner had a chance. He just got outside him. Yeah, well, we had him where we want. We had him in 3rd and 9, and we just got to keep.
Well, Tylen Matthews and the Lake Cormorant Gators do not throw the ball often. Only 23 passes this year, but he also is running the ball really well, entering with 169 carries and 1,396 rushing yards to go with 19 touchdowns. He's got at least 20 now as the Gators on the road against Grenada have a 20-14 lead. Here comes the extra point. It is up and it is good. 21-14 visitors in a key 6A Region 1 matchup here. The Pearl Pirates still down 7-0 to Brandon. Usually against the Bulldogs, points are hard to come by, and Pearl is finding that out right now late in the first quarter. Back to Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin. Oak Grove has the football. They are driving, and that is some fantastic yak for the Warriors. That is Davius Ware. You know, the last time we just cut in randomly to an Oak Grove game, he caught a big touchdown pass. That was last week against Brandon and their 20-7 victory. And now the Warriors are on the doorstep of the end zone on the road in Rankin County.
Mr. Rozier joining us tonight, right below us.
Might even have a member of the Crimson Tide football team come up here and visit with us. As his son Alex Rozier in attendance tonight as Alabama off tomorrow, so might get a chance to get Alex up here, talk a little college football during the Bounds Appraisal halftime show. Hall going to check it down. He's got KJ Roberts. Roberts battling his way. Warrior Tower touchdown. Finally the call from her. As Roberts, not to be denied, gets inside the front pylon, and Oak Grove takes the lead 13-7 here with 7:54 remaining in the Keith Loudmore Insurance Agency second quarter, as Cooper Miller on now to add the commercial stationary PAT.
There, but it's overthrown.
Really snaps it back. Millsap gets it down, and Miller bangs it through, and that'll make it 14.
Jones the 2nd and 1. Pistol set again. He'll turn. There's the give. Inside, and what a hit. Parker McGehee just lit in to the running back in Braylon Lowry. It's one of the biggest pops of the year, and it saves a first down.
Hey, press record on the
D'Iberville really making some last-minute adjustments on defense. I think it's their defensive coordinator who's almost on the field trying to get some guys aligned right.
And he is still up. Wow.
Yeah, it was triplet in again. D'Iberville star linebacker in making that tackle, but he had to earn it, as Cooper generally makes guys do.
Yeah.
Might have lost a yard there, actually.
It's not easy.
But, you know, well, it is not. But I will say that's about as good of a job as anybody's done.
Yeah.
Getting him one-on-one right there. So 2nd and goal from the 9 as Gwynn and Peters, both tight ends, go in motion. Cooper's going to run to that side, and he'll be brought down around the 5. Did the ball come out? I think the ball might have come out. No, the far official is signaling down. The far official, the side judge on the side away from us, was pointing down. He was pointing down the whole way. Although D'Iberville thinks they have the ball. So we're getting a bit of a meeting of the minds of the officials here. Wow, they changed the decision, and they're going to call it a fumble.
Wow.
And D'Iberville recovers it.
That'll be Cooper Crosby's first fumble of the season.
Well, it's first in a long while. We haven't had many turnovers in a while. We played really clean ball, so chance to really.
3rd down and 2. There's the give. He's not going to make it. Mavericks find him at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Braylon Lowry can't find any running room after getting his bell rung at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, I think Coach Kroll, who keeps stats for us, is going to classify that one as a gang tackle, because I can't tell you what number hit him. They all hit him.
They'll lose a yard back to the 49. 4th down and 3. They've got to go for it.
He keeps this one. He's got a lead blocker out front. Cordarius went for the big hit.
The Mavericks hold him and now pushing and shoving down the field. Maverick coach is going out there trying to get some guys off the field, don't want any suspensions.
Yeah, just one of the arrows sticking to his block on.
Calls that right there, Carl, was the pressure up front by the defensive line. Didn't see who had hands in the face of Phillipson, but that's what caused the interception. He was going to Dillon, but 3 Warriors around Dillon. Brown goes up, high points the football. Warriors in business now at the 10-yard line. 7:11 remaining in the Keith and Lamar Insurance Agency second quarter.
We talked about in the walk.
Got Whitaker in. He's standing inside. He's in the end zone. So I'm pretty sure they're
probably going to send the house right here.
They're going to send.
Kellen a play fake to Causey. A little sidearm's going to flip that one out to Logan McGee. Logan McGee takes that one down to the 5-yard line. A good arm action. You see here Hall improvising a little bit of a 3-quarter arm action. Gets that one out under duress to McGee.
I'll tell you what, Carr, number 85, Aiden Gills, the tight end was wide open in the back of the end zone. Nobody accounted for him. The junior, hadn't seen a lot of him or called his name much this year, but he was wide open in the end zone.
He floats one down there. Coleman almost made the catch. He beat the defender who just lunged out, and Miles Bass, he was beaten, and it's right off the fingertips of Coleman, incomplete.
Yeah, I think.
For the Warrior broadcast crew, Big Max Fortenberry watching tonight, one of our old camera guys. His dad, Carl. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
I was on a flight this past week with his dad, Carl. We were talking about old Mad Max. Love that young man. Appreciate his sarcasm. Third down carry is going to Chevy Williams around the left side. Williams puts his head down. It's going to be close. Warrior time.
We got a flag over here on the near side.
Williams loses a helmet.
In the area of a hold or a face mask.
I don't know how they said he could have been down. Chevy had the football and 7 yards in the end zone.
Well, the flag came out over here on the backside. The play was away on the left side.
Can't get to the second tier blocking, so we're probably going to have to pass the ball to score.
2nd and 9. There's going to be a look to Jenkins, but nowhere to go, and they're just going to throw this one out of bounds. I'm telling you, 1st and 2nd down has been kind of a nightmare for Starkville. They have not been able to pick up good positive yardage on those 2 downs to set up a 3rd and manageable. It's now 3rd and 9 after you just got the ball at the 14.
What a great athletic play again. We've talked about it all night. He's scrambling for his life, and he gets outside the tackle box. He can underhand it. He can do whatever he wants to as long as it gets past the line of scrimmage. What a great ability.
He's got Roman Causey on the open field. Warrior touchdown!
Carr, I thought he was about to get decapitated by number 11 for Northwest Rankin, Ruben Bilbrew, the leading tackler on the team. Take a look at it here on the flats. Bilbrew just got him in his sights, runs right past him.
And Roman Causey with his 2nd touchdown reception of the night. And the Warriors up now 20-7 with Cooper Miller on for the commercial stationary PAT.
Causey, Carr, go ahead, Carr.
Aiden Keller to snap it back to Millsap. Spot's got it down. Kick is up. And it is good.
Okay, so Roman Causey finds the end zone, and Oak Grove has was that extra point good?
Yes.
All right, 21-7 lead. Oak Grove has dominated this series with Northwest Rankin. They've won 7 in a row since 2019, leading the all-time series 8-1. Remember, they're one of 4 teams in a 4-way tie, obviously, for first place in 7A Region 3. Separation Halloween. Sounds like a scary movie or something. Anyway, back to Grenada and Lake Cormorant. False start there by the Gators. They're still up 21-14 in the second quarter. Brandon with the football against Pearl, up 7-0 on the Pirates. Madison Central still up 7-0 on Starkville. Some low scoring going on. Lamar School up 13-7 on Heritage. That's an interesting situation there in the MAIS. Lamar School is on the borderline of making the Division II playoff. If they were to lose, there's a chance they could fall to Division III, and then they would be the top seed and they would get a bye. But if they make Division II, they'll be a low seed, and they would have to play next week. So obviously you want to win the games, but it's also nice to get a bye. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that one plays out. Obviously, they're not going to play to lose. Here is Clinton and Germantown, and something bad just happened for the Arrows. They're going to call that incomplete. Germantown, for a second, thought they had an interception. They're up 17-3. And let's go back to, well, there's a lot of just standing around. I guess we'll just hang out here for Germantown and Clinton.
We're talking about got to protect the ball here, though. They're going to be looking for the strip. They're going to be looking for the opportunity to turn us over again. That's the one thing that can hurt us, as I believe that's Amaji Frederick.
Inside the 32-yard line. Swinging gate formation. Mavericks showing heat. And a very lazy rainbow snap gets back there. Span will get it away. Flag comes down as Michael Johnson calls for a fair catch.
They're going offsides on the offense.
You can see they do a lot of similar movement. He's just going to be a direct snap. Just try to get what he can get. And going into the playoffs, if that's what you've been doing, stay with it. But you don't want to get your quarterback hurt. It's going to be second down after about a 4-yard gain. Looks like it should be 2nd and 6. We're going to see which way he calls it. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 again. He drops back and he wants to throw it, and he's chasing just right up the middle.
So 3rd and 7 here. Gulfport's 4 out of 4 on 3rd down so far. Fake handoff, and Nettles a little elusiveness there as he tries to hit Pollard, and he's just a little out of his range. Good escapability from Parker in the pocket there, but
two receivers on the left side. Quarterback's in gun, backs to his left shoulder. Ball's going to be snapped. Trusty keeps it.
Throw it away.
Throw it
away. Throw it away. There you go.
All right.
There you go, and it hit him late.
He got hit late.
Yes, sir.
Going to take it in for a touchdown. Nobody covering that young man.
Nobody out there at all.
I don't know if that was some type of deception by Mathis coming off the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know if you could catch it, but he's over there talking to a coach, but he's on the field, so a little bit of trick play there.
So it worked. As you said, he was facing the Cougars sideline.
Well, the officials are going to talk about it.
He has to be within a certain yardage.
He has to be inside the numbers technically, and so
he wasn't.
And Coach Causey going to call a timeout to have a discussion on this one. And I believe Coach Causey he was not inside the numbers prior to.
Get those cornerbacks to commit up a little bit so you can get behind them because they're so speedy.
First bank, first down. Screen to Lawson Branson down the left sideline. Picks up a block from Nye Johnson. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Germantown. 30 yards. And the route is on here in the first half, 23-3.
That's just a simple bubble screen out there on the outside. He gets his blockers in front of him, and there's just nothing but daylight. Him and the sidelines. Speed's on down there. I don't think anybody got anywhere
for a second straight drive. And here's a handoff for Braylon Jenkins. He has some room, and that's a great first down run down to the 10-yard line. Give him about 8. That's what you want to see on first down when you get the ball inside the red zone. Your defense is giving you a gift. Once again, Starkville's got to take advantage here.
Big Joseph Moore blocking, knocking people back there.
Handoff to Jenkins again. Nowhere to go.
Wow.
Loss of 2. Just a run up the middle, and the defense knew that was coming, and now you got 3rd and 4.
We missed an assignment somewhere. Either the back went the wrong way or the linemen were confused there. We slanted down to the right, and the running back went left. Wow. He got hit, too.
Really need to convert right here. And this is going to be a keeper by Johnson. Great read. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Jackets. 11-yard run from Kingston Johnson. What a great read right there. The crashing in on the running back. He pulls it, and he goes in untouched. 11-yard touchdown by Kingston Johnson to get the Jackets on the board. That took advantage there.
Well, we said quick hitters is what it would take, and not let their
Lamar for an 8-yard touchdown strike. High snap. Durr going to get this one off his foot. That's an end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for by Walker, and he fumbles the ball. Fumbles the ball, and I believe the Bulldogs were able to save it. Let's go down to Chris.
That's unfortunate because what happened, Brandon falls into Graydon Walker, and he just kind of loses the ball in the air. Pearl's actually going to recover. That's an unfortunate break, though. Didn't see if he was pushed behind. Actually, he was. He's pushed.
Side ball snap. Taylor's got it, but he's met right at the line of scrimmage, but he squeezed through.
The Bulldogs got pushed into him as he was trying to field it. And what, Gray trying to catch that one in a crowd.
Yeah.
That is just, it's just one of those things that's hard to avoid when your own player gets pushed into you trying to field that punt.
2 turnovers tonight so far for the Dogs, none for.
Everybody's getting adjusted. Now they come set. Ball's going to be snapped.
Trusty
keeps it, hands it off. Fake the handoff, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think he get to the one?
Nah, he lost the yard. Yeah, we just ran a quarterback counter, and they just blew it up at the line of scrimmage.
We need a touchdown right here, guys.
Yeah, their linebacker's doing an excellent job of reading that guard and trying to fit up in there. That guard and H.
So now they line up again, 2 receivers left side. Trusty's backing in. This time Taylor's to his left shoulder. They check up over with the coach. Trusty comes up, talks to the line. He's backing up now. Coming set. Ball snap. Hands it to Taylor. Taylor goes that right side, and he's tackled for a loss.
Yeah, that kid's all over the place. Yeah, Bobo's all over the guards, and when they're
in our replay where he was, and they'll be able to see it better on film when they watch film on this game. But
one of the reasons that was put into place was for that very
reason. Yeah.
So when all receiver on both sides this time.
Watch them leaking that tight end out, like we like to do.
Uh-huh. So Grenada's going to call an Agilix timeout right here.
On the receiver, fall incomplete, 3rd down. Pirates got to get what appears to be to the 23-yard line of Brandon for a first down.
Seven 7-0, Dogs on top. Our only.
They're coming after it. Span gets it away quickly. And will hit at the 46 of the Arrows and roll over midfield and get a nice arrow bounce. This one going to roll all the way down to the 31-yard line. Didn't start out very pretty, but very effective.
That's what I was going to say. Ugly, but effective. That definitely got the job done. Best punt of the night. So
wide open, Noah Williams. And that one's going to be good for a first down as Williams running free down the middle of the field, uncovered.
It looked like Mac McDaniel got up and maybe got a hand on it, but
singled up and he's inside. Looked like he can
Ball
run a
snap.
fade.
Oh, bad snap. He picks it up and didn't have time to get up. Bad snap.
Good news.
Down. Phillipson rolling to his right, going to find again a wide open Noah Williams in the flat. So that'll be good for a gain of 6 on the reception by Williams.
Yeah, more like 7. So just too much cushion over there. Again, just picking their spots.
Give to Hayden around the left side. And McDaniel hops on the back of Hayden, but that'll be good for a Cougar first down as he takes that one down right around the 20-yard line.
All right, while we were watching Grenada fall apart there at the goal line, Madison Central scored against Starkville to make it 13-7. They are about to kick an extra point. As we're still here at Northwest Rankin, they had an illegal substitution on that long touchdown, and it doesn't seem to have impeded their ability to move the ball, as now they're down at the 1-yard line? The 1-yard line. So the Cougars knocking on the door, down 21-7.
Well, not only that, you cannot give Dillon a head of steam, especially if you're B.J. Brown, and giving up probably 40 pounds to him and 5 or 6 inches.
Hayden on the first and goal carry tries to spin out of a tackle and going to be met. Good job wrapping him up is Josiah Shirley. That'll be a loss of 2 on Hayden and the Cougars.
I'll tell you what, that Josiah Shirley will come up and put every ounce of his 160-pound frame into you.
Ain't scared.
Not at all. Young man had a heck of a game last week as well, but Matt McDaniel coming to clean things up. 2nd and goal.
Give it to Hayden around the left side, and Germany Hayden's going to take it in for the score.
Yeah, the right side of that Oak Grove defense just not getting off their blocks, coming up for contain. So the Warriors with an opportunity on a 3rd and long on that drive, give up a long pass, keeps the drive alive for Northwest Rankin. Now they trail 21-13, PAT pending.
Snap is back, kick is up, and Campbell has booted it through.
Hey, we want to thank State Farm agent Jason Wesley once again being a sponsor this year. Jason, an 83 grad of Oak Grove, played on the 82.
The response to that Warrior score.
Wow.
That's a play that we didn't have the first 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
We talked about our offensive struggles early, and then all of a sudden that Pascagoula game, we caught fire offensively and took off, and we've been putting up big numbers every week. That deep pass coming into play, we started connecting on that. And
All right, so Gulfport scored. The camera didn't move, so we couldn't see it until after it happened. But the Admirals in clear control at D'Iberville, up 23-7. We've got 24. PAT good? Yep. Okay, 24-7. Germantown in control of Clinton, up 23-3. Heritage Academy took a 14-13 lead at Lamar. Heritage is on the 7 seed line right now. That would make them have to play next week in the Division II for a state tournament. They're just 1.25 power points behind Mag Heights. So maybe depending how things shake out tonight, Heritage could find themselves, if they win, with a bye next week in the first round of the playoffs. Meanwhile, Pearl is having to scrap and claw its way down the field against Brandon. It's still 7-0 Bulldogs, but the Pirates are looking like they're about to settle for, no, that's 3rd and 11. Looked like he was getting lined up for a field goal for a second. It is 4th and 11. So the Pirates about to attempt a field goal. Lake Cormorant still up 21-14. And we'll watch the field goal for Pearl. Let's see if the Pirates can get on the board.
Coming up for Wyatt Chapa. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on the way. It's got the distance. It's high enough. It's long enough. And Chapa's kick is good. Now 7-3. Pearl is on the board. 3:10 to go. First half action. We're going to take a timeout back in 30 seconds.
Yard line down to the 23. Another first down for Germantown.
That ball was on him quick.
It's a little bit different. Ball's going to be snapped. Quarterback swings around to the right side, looking down the field, throws it, overthrows.
Just tried to run a fade and out underneath it, and they sprinted out, and he just threw it over his head.
Be incomplete again. Now it's 3rd down and 10 for Lake Cormorant.
23 seconds.
Yep, clock stops when it was incomplete.
Did you have a bunch of trick-or-treaters last night?
Actually, no. My daughter at Vision Show Choir had a
right.
Halloween show, so I was at that last night. Need some cocoa. I don't know what it is. The hands are cold. They certainly are warmed up now, throwing all these flags, and we're going to seek in West Point just regain some yardage.
Cole's going to throw it.
Wide open. It's going to be no flag.
No flag on the play. That's a
that first down.
We were both looking for the exact same thing.
That's what I was saying earlier. He's had a little gaze in his gait.
Because he can go. So there's still 17 seconds left. We can stop him right here.
Oh, yeah.
Christian Butler, that's going to be handed off to Harvey. He's going to get maybe a 1.5 yards there. But right into the teeth of that Admiral front 7. They limit much of a gain there. Like, it's a play we've seen.
And our defender came up just in time.
Oh, but he stood over.
So Grenada's going to take over.
Drops back to pass. Is going to have a little bit of pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Has plenty of room to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kingston Johnson.
Wow. They bunched, defense who bunched up inside. There was one man out on the outside. He swung around for the outside swing rush to catch Kingston from quarterback from getting outside, and it was nothing but wide open. Great job, great read by the quarterback.
Man, great read. He saw the defense. He saw it breaking down the field, and he knew he's going to have some room to run, and he trusts his legs right there. Kick is up. Kick is good. We have a tie ball game again. Great answer.
Snap.
Throws
it quick.
Told you.
And he's going to get some yardage, get down. He gets down to the 46. That's going to be a first down.
Send somebody across the middle.
Well, Trusty's got the arm to get it to the end zone. Right. And you got this big guy down here at 6 foot. Oh, yeah, sneaking in behind me, Coach Moore. And, I mean, they still don't have a safety over the top to help on Cotton.
No, first down right here. Ball's going to be snapped.
There he goes.
And he's going to throw it real quick to Cotton. He gets out of bounds. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left to play.
Man, what a good ball and a good route by Cotton.
It is 29-3. Mootsie on for the PAT. It is 30-3. All good guys. A stunned home side as the Mavericks.
No, take that back. They're splitting them up 2 and 2. Ball's going to be snapped. Trusty sits back.
Throw it.
And he throws it down to Cotton.
And
he catches it. Yes, sir. Touchdown. Touchdown in the end zone.
He got it.
Woo. That's a play right there.
That's that Purdue commit.
Touchdown.
That Purdue commit.
Yeah, he just dunked on him. My kid calls that head topping. He just head topped him.
Yep.
That's going to give us some momentum going into halftime.
Oh, yeah. We got to kick the extra point now.
That's right. I'm telling you, like, you got him and he's 6'5", and I know that kid's committed to Purdue, but I'd give him somebody on top. Yeah. You know, give him some help.
So we're out here to kick the extra point. Chargers come set. Braden Ethery's getting comfortable. Ball snap, place, kick.
Missed it.
It hit it.
No good.
No good. Kicked it left. It hit the upright and went left. So we're going to go in down.
7-3. Shack going to give it to Tyson. Tyson off left side, and Tyson's going to continue to work his way forward across the 15 down to the 14. That's a pickup of 6. Let's go down to Chris.
Yeah, this is a positive momentum changing drive, this offense. They just look clicking on all cylinders right now. Like you said, Shaq just had his first incomplete.
3 minutes to go, and Harvey gets this carry up the middle, and he is in the end zone, and D'Arville answers back. Nate, like we
Shaq going to give it, and Tyson's going to be hit, and he might have got a yard there. Chris, how far are we from the first down?
Depending on where they spot him, looks like it's going to be about 4 yards short. So decision time now. Do you take the points here with 37 seconds left? I think you take the timeout at the end and try to kick a field goal here.
Red Zone tonight brought to you by
Escalano Comans.
Thank you, sir.
Wealth advisor for Raymond James.
My man saves me every time.
I got you. My man Chaz Galano's out there saying, what in the world? We got you, Chaz. We got you.
Very good. Going to run this down 15. Looks like Chris is going to be correct on this, as he normally is on down and distance scenarios. They're going to run this down as we got 3, 2.
Lose 8 or 9 yards.
And not a good start is right on cue. A bad snap, and Kellen Hall takes a loss of 8 or 9 yards.
All right, while we watch Zion Cotton catch a touchdown for Grenada to end the first half, it's 21-20 Lake Cormorant. West Point scored again at that same time, so it's 28-0 West Point over New Hope in what is turning out to be a 5A Region 1 championship game. Both teams 3-0 in 5A Region 1. West Point's won 8 in a row against the Trojans and 20 of 21. That series is pretty lopsided Here's Northwest Rankin against Oak Grove. Oak Grove has a 21-14 lead as the Cougars try and get some points before halftime. Time running out there. D'Iberville just scored like we saw against Gulfport, so it's 24-14 in the second quarter. Heritage and Lamar still 14-13, as is Madison Central and Starkville. That game is 14-14. And Brandon back on the field out of a timeout. 4 seconds left. Up 7-3 on Pearl. Looks like they're going to try a field goal to close out the first 24 minutes of play. And here's Clinton getting a Hail Mary essentially for a touchdown right there. So the Arrows kind of cut into the deficit. Got a long way to go. It's 30-9, but here's the Brandon field goal. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get it.
Good snap. Graydon Walker puts it down. That ball's high enough, deep enough, long enough, and that field goal is good. And the Dogs will have a walk-off. We'll go down to Chris Ebelhair, who will grab Coach Eugene Clinton. They lead 10-3 at the half. As Coach Clinton goes out to
touchdown Jackets!
Wow.
Joshua Wilson. That is block number 10 for the Jackets on the season. Unbelievable. I knew they were going to come after him. And let's see who got a piece of that one. That was, I believe it was Kason McQuillan.
Wow.
We'll get an official word from our guy on stats, Gavin Gilbert. What a game-changing play. We've seen it all season long. This team has a knack for blocking kicks. That's the 10th blocked kick this season, and that one goes in the end zone for a touchdown from Joshua Wilson. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. The Jackets have taken the lead, 21-14. They didn't need the offense to do it. Special teams did it.
That's amazing. You know,
Phillipson to put in the air. He's going to be sacked. Just what Oak Grove needed as they drop Phillipson for the first time tonight.
A whole host of Oak Grove Warriors back there. Looks like that may have been Ruffin that got to him. It was.
I'll tell you what, that pocket just collapsed all around Phillipson as Coach Gary dialed up pressure.
Exactly what Oak Grove needed, and Northwest Rankin's going to let it run out.
And that'll do it for the first half as Oak Grove will head into the locker room up by 7, 21-14 on the Reese Steel Express score.
Goes out of bounds from Gallegos. That's not what you want to do.
Will boot it away. A deep kick, and that'll be Coleman from the 7-yard line. Across the 10, he'll have the 20. Runs into an arrow, runs away from him on the near side of the 29, and the Mavericks will have 57 ticks to work with.
Well, I don't see Coach Mitchell taking his foot off the gas anytime soon, so get those guys out there and see if they can put another one in the paint.
Now, Coach Mitchell thinking right now, how do I get these guys to stay motivated at halftime?
Yeah.
He would love an insurance score right here. So first spank, first down at the 29-yard line. King White in the gun with fellow senior Nye Johnson. White will give some instructions and move Johnson to the left side. Lawson Branson is in the slot to the left side. White will turn. Pulling guard from left to right and can't find any running room as Johnson, and coming up and blowing that one up for the Arrows was Ashton Nichols, the defensive back, maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, Nichols is coming up from that cornerback position. The Mavs do a good job of sealing the edge, and they have this.
Boy, more trouble over there as
Cooper is still going
breaks out of
in.
it. Tiptoeing down the sidelines, just loses his balance. That's a big pickup again. He's going to be out of bounds. They're going to mark him on the 6. So it is a Horn Custom Jewelry first down. And another trip to the Citizens Bank red zone where Gulfport's 3 out of 4, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. After the 27-yard pickup. Frederick and Crosby flanking Nettles on either side. As
10
we're
seconds
under
left.
a minute to go. Yeah, play clock low now. Under a minute to go in the half. Cooper now going out wide, and Amaji's going to get this handoff. Good job making that first in miss. That's a healthy pick of about 4 yards. Big thing is we got to avoid the penalty. There's a lot of tangling up there. I think it was just, Gervais needs to get out of there, and I think Cooper's being the leader there, getting Gervais off of the. Gervais was engaged with a blocker late after the play there. Good job by Cooper being the senior, being the leader, getting him out of the way. Hey, we can't afford a 15-yarder right there. All right, the penalty hurts the offense way more.
In the lead here, or I guess I should say they've taken it for the first time tonight. 3rd and long.
No, he stopped.
And here's a handoff to Steven again off the left side. Nowhere to go. Jackets punish him over there. Big 91 Christopher West with a stop, and that will take us to the half. Starkville has come back from 14-7 late in the second quarter and now have a 21-14 lead. Kingston Johnson runs it in for a touchdown, and then a blocked punt by Casey McQuillard, scooped up by Joshua Wilson and run into the end zone from about 5 yards out. The Jackets have.
Okay, we're getting close to halftime. Well, not close. Close to all of our games being at halftime, because we are seeing halftimes just about everywhere, except Gulfport and D'Iberville. Gulfport up 24-14. Not sure on the time, and I'm sure they're running out of time in the first half, but the Admirals are trying to score once again with a 10-point advantage.
24-14 here on a beautiful, cool fall evening in D'Iberville. Admirals line up with a heavy package. D'Iberville is going to call timeout, I believe. Yeah. I think they were. We had L.J. Robertson in the backfield. We had an extra lineman in off the ball. I think D'Iberville was. Hey, we need to check the personnel here. So again.
All right, another timeout at Gulfport and D'Iberville. Talk it over one more time there in the second quarter. We talk about our scores right now, as we also added some pumpkins here since the beginning of the show. Really trying to get festive. We've got some smoke coming onto the set. Do we have some smoke? Are we coming with the smoke? There we go. This is such a racket. What are you going to do with that? We're waiting for the smoke. This is terrible, Ford. That's what happens when you have a kid do it. You hear that noise? Oh my gosh, the pumpkin's on fire! You're doing a great job of hiding. Like, you're phenomenal. You're phenomenal. Get this out of here. Call the fire department. Back to Gulfport, please.
Heavy package. Direct snap with 3 big guys to his left, and they all lead block, and that is a parting of the seas, and he is in the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. Another Brian Jacobs State Farm touchdown for Cooper Crosby. What a great play from him right there. And again, that's the big heavy package. We had Jaqueline Peters. We had L.J. Robertson. We had an extra offensive lineman. I believe it was that was Jacoby Ray. That was the extra offensive lineman who was also in the backfield. All the big guys blocking, and Carter Platt puts his 4th PAT of the evening through the uprights. So with 35 seconds to go before halftime, Gulfport's lead is expanded to 31-14. You know, Nate, one thing that's really encouraging sign of a good team is when you give up points, you go get some back.
Exactly.
That's a sign of a good team. When you give up points, you go get some back. You don't have to, maybe have the best drive right away. You're not trying to score right away. The next play. Bad teams panic and try to score on one play. Yeah. Good teams say, hey, you know what? We're going to have a good, solid possession. We gave one up. Let's have a good, solid possession, and let's go get some points back. All right, we got to respond back. That's a sign of a good team that can keep their composure and not panic when you give up a big play. All right, now we're here for the Divine Dentistry kickoff. Carter blasted his last one in this direction for a touchback. It's his first one in a while. Again, no wind tonight. And I say that thankfully because it's plenty cool out here. Not much of a drop back here, so it looks like he's not going to send this one real deep. Yeah, he just kind of chips this one. It's going to land out of bounds around the 12. So D'Iberville will get this one on the 35.
Which, by the way, today's episode of Allen Ocean was a special episode, which is what we like to call them. When we theme them for the holiday.
Yeah, both anchors are in masks. Our two main anchors are in masks. That was unusual when it first popped up on the screen. I wasn't ready for that necessarily, but good episode as always.
One of our cameramen or one of our anchors, Julian McHugh, he's wearing his Spider-Man mask still.
Oh, he's still got it. Oh, yes, he's right behind me. He's still got it on. All right, Wally drops back. He's starting to scramble, and now he's back to his left. He's going to sling this one way up in the air. And the Admirals, it was Cordarius Payton and somebody's slow getting up. I think that might be Terrell Seals. Yeah, they both went up for the ball, and Cordarius took a large swing with his left arm at it, batted it up in the air. Pierre Felder almost dove and got it just out of his reach. So that will fall harmlessly incomplete. A lot could have happened on that play, Nate. We could have tipped it for an interception. Cordarius also could have whiffed on that, and it would fallen right into D'Iberville's receiver's hands, and it would have been a bad play for us. So that was a lot happening there as Wally hands it off to Harvey on the draw. Really good play from D'Iberville right there. DeAndre Williams going to push him out of bounds around midfield, but really good job setting up the draw there. They just ran a deep pass, kind of had us on our heels a little bit, playing deep, trying to, kind of playing a prevent situation here. Inside, less than half a minute to go. Really good draw right there. Harvey gets it on a 15-yard pickup there to midfield. All right, 16 seconds to go. He did go out of bounds, so the clock stops. I believe D'Iberville's only taken one timeout, so they still have two to go, two to work with here to try to set something up with these 16 seconds they have. So while he drops back, he's dancing, going to his right a little bit, and he's just going to take a run out, about a 2-yard pickup, but there's a flag in the backfield. Generally in the area where holding would be called, yes. Okay. So 9 seconds to go now before halftime, and it will be holding called against D'Iberville. So that'll back him up to the 40.
Wow.
I think that that penalty is going to hurt him a little bit, which using 7 seconds to pick up 2 yards probably wasn't helping them much on this kind of last-minute quick drive here, but backing up 10 yards is going to hurt him for sure. Big thing now with Gulfport, don't let anybody behind us, all right? I mean, Pierre Felder is a good he and Cannon Parker are a good 20 yards off the ball right now in the deep safety positions. They're definitely probably being told, nobody getting behind you. Terrell Seals, Jayon Pollard, the corners, they're giving the receivers 12 yards of cushion here. Wally drops back, and Javon Anderson is going to have him down for the sack. A loss of 7 yards on that sack, and that ends the half with an exclamation mark from the Admiral defense. Javon Anderson, great job right there on the pursuit, getting Wally from behind. And as we head to the break, Gulfport leads 31-14. Be sure to stick around and check out the band performances. Again, Gulfport's band's performance is titled I Want My MTV, featuring music from the 1980s, including songs like Take On Me and Video Killed the Radio Star. They've done a great job this year.
We're trying the smoke machine, and now it looks, I don't know, it doesn't look good. Well, I thought we're going to do the commercial first. You want to do the picks? We'll do the commercial first. All right, so we got halftime at all of our games. Gulfport, the last one, go to halftime with D'Iberville. The Admirals up 31-14 against D'Iberville in a key 7A Region 4 matchup. Before we talk about our picks for the week, let's hear a word from our title sponsor, Performance Therapy.
Hey, I'm Jake Brock, the physical therapist and clinical director here at Performance Therapy in Petal. Here in Petal, we have both occupational therapy and physical therapy, but in the near future, we plan to add speech therapy as well. At this clinic, we offer both adult and pediatric therapy. With the adult therapy, we offer manual therapy with addition of vestibular therapy for people that are dizzy, that may have falls, or if you roll over in bed and you may have some dizziness going on. We also work with Parkinson's patients with a specialized program called LSVT Big. We're glad to be in the Petal area. We have a wonderful group of patients, future patients. We've been blessed with the opportunity to work in both the area with North Forest, Eatonville, Petal, North Hattiesburg, and some of southern Jones County. We offer individualized approaches where we work hands-on. You walk in, you can actually sit down and talk with us if you have a lot going on. We individualize all of our programs for each patient with the goal of meeting your goals and hopefully getting you back to your best self. If you're in the Petal or North Hattiesburg area, feel free to contact us directly at our clinic. If you're not in this area, then feel free to reach out to one of our 14 other clinics. We are performance therapy, comprehensive care, hands-on treatment, proven results.
Thanks again to Performance Therapy for all that you do for us to make this show possible. Also, thanks to Roosters and Basils for the pregame meal. Always clutch. Certainly appreciate your support. I talked about the picks. Let's see what the picks look like here in Week 10, just this week and next week, and then we are all done for 2025. That's crazy. You know, like the smoke effect, it looks good now. We got our boy Ford over here doing the job right. He's got it figured out. All right, as you can see, we're tied, me and Hayes are, but somehow Hayes still gets to be in first. 46 and 17. It's the golf rules, he tells me. If you were in first, then you get to stay at the top until you get taken over anyway. We had Petal and Meridian earlier. Petal was blowing out Meridian. It was 28-0. And we brought Heritage in there, but Heritage, we all picked Heritage Academy over Lamar, and it's 14-13 Heritage Academy at halftime. West Point, unanimous as well. Lake Cormorant looking good against Grenada with the 21-20 lead. Abby may know something that we don't. Grenada got a great last-second touchdown by Zion Cotton to get to halftime and get to that 1-point deficit. We got Germantown and Clinton. Hayes lonely on that Clinton Island right now as Germantown is dominating. I believe it was, what did I write down? It was 30-10 Germantown at halftime. We have Madison Central and Starkville. We all took Starkville, and they are up 21-14 at the break. Brandon and Pearl, some separation there. And Brandon is up 10-3 at halftime. I took Pearl. That's not what I want to see. We have Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin, 4-1. Sterling hanging out with the Northwest Rankin crew is 21-14 Oak Grove over Northwest Rankin. We got Gulfport, 31-14 over D'Iberville. Abby alone, but hey, she's above 500, so good for her. The glasses are paying off. Just too little too late, it looks like. And then, like I mentioned, we have Heritage Academy and Lamar School. Heritage getting the unanimous vote here from the Mississippi Scoreboard. Friday Night Live presented by Performance Therapy staff. And they're at 14-13 at halftime. All right, so we are still looking to see if anything's coming back. And, oh, looky there. Heritage and Lamar are back, and they somehow changed the score. It's 16-14, Lamar. So Lamar is trying to change their position in the PowerPoint situation, the MAIS. It's a new thing. If you haven't heard about it, that's how they classify who is going to be going where in the postseason. The top 4 teams will be playing for the Division I 4A championship. And then you've got the next bunch will then be for Division II, and then following that, Division III. And right now, Lamar is trying to find its way into that Division II, or they could fall down to Division III if they were to lose, and some things happen. But right now, Lamar, 16-14 over Heritage. Let's hang out here for a little while before the rest of the games come back.
Sullivan Reed, number 7, is coming back in at quarterback. He had a nice first half, 2 touchdown passes. Both of those to Jalen Trotter, number 0, who is wide to the left. This is a handoff
Up the middle, that's the tailback.
Nice run by Ashton Jones.
And Ashton Jones is the ball carrier, and he's going to get about 5 yards. So a nice first down pickup as the Raiders will have second down and 5.
All right, add one more thing to our duty tonight. I'm going to try to eat nachos while operating the camera.
I think you've done a phenomenal job operating the camera.
Terrible.
Running play, and this one is not going to get much. He stopped there. That's number 9, Dallas Davis, making the stop. And
Jones on the carry. Tackle was by Dallas Davis.
And Ashton Jones was met by his counterpart, number 9. So third down and 5, opening drive of the second half. Heritage Academy Patriots would like to get off the field here, get that ball back, and regain the lead. They're down 16-14. Sully Reed, as he is called here at home, is the quarterback. He's in the shotgun, and he's back to pass. He's going to throw it up the middle, and that ball was caught, and that's number 12, Benson Oates, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown.
What a throw and catch.
As the
Sullivan Reed
cornerback,
Benson Oates.
Clark tried to make the interception. He dove forward and could not get it. Benson Oates made a good catch and turned around. He had all daylight in front of him, and he's going to get the touchdown. So opening touchdown drive, and Lamar Raiders, who kicked a field goal to end the first half, get 3 points there and add another 6 on the opening drive of the second half, and that's what they wanted to do. And it's 22-14, extra point on the way from Logan Cross.
Well, it looks like, we tried to undercut the pass there and took a gamble on
the right side. Quarterback gets it, hands it off to 9. 9 goes to the middle part.
There
He's
we
met
go.
at the line,
Popped him,
original
baby.
line of scrimmage, and he falls forward. He gets about 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he gets about 4.
Let's see where they're going to mark it.
Yep, that was Palmer got in there first. He had some help. Now Hardham is replacing Trent Brown. So it's 3rd and 8.
Yep.
And this is where if you can get them stopped on 3rd down, they'll punt because they're in their own territory. The ball's on the 33.
Yep. So they're going to line up again, same formation.
We need to stop right here, guys.
Yes, we do. Well, Lake Cormorant comes set right here.
Yeah, movement.
They've been doing that all night, guys, all night.
That's going to back them up.
It's a legal procedure.
That's going to make it 3rd and 13.
Yeah. So you really got to focus on, who's the far receiver? Is it 11?
For Lake Cormorant?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see his number, and I can't see it. He's not turned the right direction. So after that penalty, it's going to be 3rd and 13. That backs them up. Ball's going to be snapped.
It's a handoff. Get him down. Just get him down, and we do.
Yep. That's going to bring up 4th and 6.
Yep, here comes the punt team. Mission.
All right, so we saw the Lamar touchdown. So the home team, a little separation there in that matchup. And then we have Lake Cormorant and Grenada back, 21-20, visiting Gators over the host Grenada Chargers. This is a big one in 6A Region 1. Both teams 2-1, playing for at least 2nd place. If South Panola wins tonight, they will clinch the region title. And that means the winner of this one will take the 2 seed and will get a home game in the first round of the playoffs and send the other one on the road. That's always a nice advantage to have in the postseason when you get to stay at home and got to get on a bus. Never know how far you're going to have to travel. So the Chargers get the football back here in the 3rd quarter. And now it looks like Heritage Academy is going to start their first drive of the second half. Haven't updated the score. 23-16 the count right now. Haven't updated it. So Heritage got some work to do in this one, down 2 scores.
Tate's going to give this one to Fowler. Good run up the middle on first down as he's going to get 5 good yards. That's going to bring up 2nd 5. He goes into Lamar territory. Good crisp football fall night as we close out the month of October. Halloween night. 22-14, Lamar on top. Juice Tate back to pass. Tucks it. He's going to throw this one. He's got Weber, and Weber makes the catch, and they're going to say incomplete. They're going to say he was out of bounds. What a concentration for Xavier Weber.
Cotton grabs it, swirls around. He's going to have a first down, be out of bounds around the 41.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, after that, number 11, that play right at the end of the half, he's not fixing it. I mean, he's going to be playing off of Cotton at all times. Right. They're going to give us a 5-yard pass.
Well, I see they bringing the safety over here. They're bringing the safety over this way.
So now we got one receiver right. We got 3 receivers left.
Oh, he's up in his face.
We got
now.
a different quarterback in right now. Ball's going to be snapped. And man, he's picked up. And he's going to have to pick it up and just run. He's going to be down. We lose yards on that.
Yep. There's probably going to be a run with Curry out there. And just got to get the snap first.
It was wide open, man.
That hurt. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 20.
Yep, so we want to try to get 10 here and make it 3rd and 10, 3rd and manageable.
No, it's going to be a first down, man. We ain't short stopping, man.
So we got 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Ball snap. Trusty steps back.
Curry up the
looks down.
sideline.
You got it. Oh, he had Cotton open.
Right.
Cotton when Cotton cut across, he was open. That's going to bring up 3rd and 20 now after incomplete pass.
Hey, we got to do something right here, man.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if, you don't see some type of screen here. Something underneath with like Hardeman, as quick as he is. Something easy. See if he can make a play. Or Curry, either one of them.
So they come set, ball snap. Going to hand it to Taylor. Taylor goes up in the middle.
Oh, man, if you could have got past one, man. If you could have got
him.
past him, man.
Yeah, get about 4 yards on the play.
You could have got past one.
We'll bring up 4th down and about 16, so we got to punt the ball. Whittemore is set to punt the ball. He's standing on his own 39-yard line. Ball snapped.
Everybody's
he gets
coming.
the kick away. It's going to be a good high punt. It's going to come down, take a bounce, and go out of bounds.
He's got all day to throw. He goes into the end zone, and that one is going to be picked off. That's Trotter, and Trotter's got some room to run. He's going to get across the 25-yard line, brought down there by the Patriots, but
Trotter on the interception.
Tate hitched about 4 times, and he gave that one, threw that one, ended up throwing that in the double coverage, and Lamar got the interception. So they're going to take things over with the turnover, and they're going to start on their own 25-yard line. So the Patriot defense will head back out on the field. And disappointing there to see that drive into an interception, but 8-point game. Patriots down 22-14. Sullivan Reed passes this one to Oates, and he is met quickly there by Isaiah Clark, thrown down, and that's going to get about 7 penalty flags. As Clark taking a little bit of frustration out on the last drive, and he knows it. He came up to make the tackle, but you can't do that as he slammed Oates to the ground.
Ropes that they got going out up here. Oh, man. Yeah. Sign me up for that.
Sweetheart rope, the twisted rainbow punch, or the twisted melon. Those are.
We'll take them all. We'll take them all.
Yep.
Let's keep the trick-or-treating going. Second half about to get underway. Mavericks 30, Arrows 10. Arrows will kick it off, and here comes a squibber off the carpet. Inside the 10, will hop up into the arms of Coleman as he tracks it down at the 10, the 15, the 20, and he takes a blast at the 22-yard line.
He sure does. So they didn't even tee that thing up. They just laid that down like an Easter egg and kicked it, and probably the best kick of the night. Squibbed that thing on down, and Coleman's able to get it back outside of the 20.
That's my kind of football.
So now they come set again. Under receiver on the right. Ball's going to be snapped. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to be tackled. It got him low and got him down. It's going to bring up 4th and about 5.
Like Eli Palmer got
85. Eli Palmer on the tackle.
Here's the thing, what we've done the last few possessions on 1st and 2nd down, we're stopping them. And we're making it where 3rd and 4th aren't manageable.
Yep.
And that's a testament because, Mike, you're talking about shooting gaps.
Yes, sir.
We're holding our ground. And now we're starting to push them back a little bit and get some penetration with just strength. And that's what we got to do to win this game.
So now Lake Cormorant's getting ready to punt the ball. They come set. Ball's thrown back on the ground, but he gets it off. And it's going to be
Get out of the way, 9.
Hit, take a bounce, and took a pretty good bounce, didn't it?
Yeah, there's not much you can do.
This team finish. Give to Nye Johnson up the middle, and Johnson will rumble ahead across the 30 and down to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 8 yards.
Everett Turnage and Kevin Wong over there leading the way, clearing that hole outside of Cameron Porter.
So 3rd down and 2. Wide receivers stacked on top of each other to the left and right. White takes the snap quickly, throws it left side, and Michael Johnson's buried. It was a little too far out in front of him. Defensive back read it, and he comes up and blows up Johnson. That's Jaden Jefferson, the backer.
Now Grenada lines up. They're going to have 2 receivers spread out left side only. Ball's going to be snapped. Trusty hands it off to Taylor. Taylor goes that right side up the middle.
And we're underway. That's going to hit the end zone. Bulldogs going left to right. Pirates going right to left. Pirates will have the football. Jump around is going to be Wisconsin.
Right.
And Enter Sandman, that's going to be Virginia Tech.
What's the name of that? It's that techno song that.
Brown will try to run away from the pressure. He is hit as he held on to it to the last second. Hits at the 43-yard line and takes a sideways bounce and will be down at that 41. And that is where the Arrows will have great field position. And Brown trying to plead his case to the White Hat on where the flag was. Now Coach.
Start of the season, Morrow had a big night, as we said earlier. Reed's got time to throw, and this one is picked off. That's Charlie Fowler. Fowler with the interception. Big interception for Charlie Fowler. He had seen enough, and he picked off Sullivan Reed and marches back to the Heritage Academy.
Everybody gets set. Hayden going to get the 2nd down carry, and he's going to fight his way as he battles LaMarcus Anderson, and that'll be good for a Cougars 1st down.
Yeah, Brian Balaam also in on the play. So 2 plays, fresh set of downs for the Cougars. Oak Grove clinging to this 21-14 lead.
Phillipson sprinting out, going to put it in the air. That one's going to go out of bounds, and Phillipson doing a nice job living to play another day. Wisely throws that one out of bounds. So
Xavier, that's Chris Willis. Chris Willis.
What a throw and catch.
A beautiful pass and throw, and just like that, what you talking about, Willis? And that's Willis' 2nd touchdown of the game, and he got behind coverage and made the Raiders pay.
Well, Marcus Anderson showing a little pressure in the A-gap. We'll see if they stick to it. Play fake, and Phillipson, that one's going to fall incomplete. Big pressure through the middle. I believe that was Balaam on the pressure. Phillipson will take another look on their glide trailers into replay. It was indeed Balaam, and he disrupted that play. That one falls incomplete.
This ball game up, 5 minutes and 13 seconds.
Flag down.
And a flag is down.
Illegal procedure against the Patriots.
And that'll back up the Patriots. The center, Jack Tompkins.
1st down run by Durr.
Yeah, I didn't quite see it. You're right. Not sure if it was in right there on the interior.
Refuses to go down as he takes the football all the way to the 17-yard line. And that's twice on the same play that the Cougars have converted in the middle of the field to Williams for a 1st down.
Well, right before the snap, Draylon Warner, number 2 here on the near side, was jumping up and down. Don't know if something was confused. Somebody was confused in the coverage, but
the same thing happened in the 1st half on the.
Tate's in the shotgun. He's going to go to his right and looking for Willis. Flag is down. We'll wait to see.
Is that a makeup call?
Early indication is that's pass interference on the defender. We'll see what the call is.
That ball's going to be snapped. Quarterback keeps it, runs that right side. He got pretty good penetration through there. He's going to get about 6 yards.
Low snap, coming after it. End over end kick. Going to kick it away from Walker, and that's going to bounce back to him. He's going to field it at the 44-yard line. Walker hit, and as we stopped around the 48-yard line.
There we go. He's hitting the backfield. Get that ball out of his hand.
Good job right there by 16.
Number 16, TJ Dawson on the tackle right there. Number 6, Cavion Noel on the stop.
Kept the drive alive, now knocking on the door.
Give to Hayden around the left side, breaks a couple of tackles, and he is in there.
Same play we have seen a couple of previous times tonight. The right side of that Oak Grove line, nobody coming up for run contain. Too easy right there for the opening drive for the Cougars.
Prior to the snap, you see defensive coordinator Damian Gary on the sideline emphatically jumping up and down. I'm not sure if somebody wasn't aligned correctly, but he was not happy prior to the snap as the kick is up, and it is good as Campbell adds the PAT. And with 9:29 remaining here in the –
After this. Oh, never mind. Hey, guys. All right, so here's Madison Central with Starkville. The Jaguars trying to get in the end zone. That's a 1st and 10 outside the 10-yard line. Heritage Academy's two-point conversion was no good, so it's 22-20 as we – wait and see if the Jaguars can score. They had a 2nd and 11 coming up shortly. Grenada still down 21-20 to Lake Cormorant. Germantown and Clinton 30-10 Germantown. And yeah, we just saw Northwest Rankin score against Oak Grove. Their extra point was good, so it's 21-21. And one of those key 7A Region 3 matchups tonight. We've got 4 teams tied at first with 2-1 records. Northwest Rankin, Petal, Pearl, and Oak Grove. A separation Friday indeed as we are in the penultimate week of the regular season. Let's go back to Madison Central and Starkville to see if the Jaguars can get one in the end zone. That is 2nd and 16.
Trip Smith has trips to his right. We're going to have another false start. Madison, I don't know what's going on here, but there's some kind of miscommunication with the snap count.
So Madison, the guy's out wide. That was going to be some type of bubble.
Chance to take it the distance, one man to beat, and Micah Caraway is going to go out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And Micah Caraway with the big return.
Nothing fancy there. Caraway just takes the short kick, just shoots right up the sideline. Cougars not staying in their lanes.
From the 21, Smith's going
Wide
deep.
Wide
Doesn't
open.
have his man now fired to the end zone. It's his in coverage and nearly caught. That was a great play by Tylen Hutchins to try to make a play. Dangerous right there for Trip Smith. 2nd and goal from the 21. He was throwing a Hail Mary.
He was. And, we'd flushed him out.
And this time they pay. First down carry goes to Chevy Williams. Williams tried to dance his way through it and found nowhere to run, nowhere to hide as he is dropped by Bennett Williams. So no gain for Chevy and the Warriors, 2nd and 10.
Warriors have experienced success on that right side, but we saw a couple of plays there towards the end of the first half where the Warriors had negative plays running to that side.
Chevy around the left side, puts his head down, big collision. That'll be a gain of about 2 for Chevy and the Warriors. So tough sledding on the ground here.
Yeah, he delivered the shot to Bennett McWilliams. A recommended collision, big hit by Chevy.
Causey in the backfield. Kellen goes with the hard count. Tried to get the Cougars to jump, but doing a nice job showing a little discipline. So 3rd and long for the Grove. Kellen's going to check it down to Roman, and Causey's going to be just shy. That'll be a gain of about 5, so that'll bring up 4th down and the decision time now for Coach Causey as the line to gain is about 2 yards shy from the football as the ball rests at the 15-yard line. So maybe Kellen goes back with a hard count here, and he does just that right on cue.
Got 19 seconds remaining on the play clock. Carr, this is a game where you got to go touchdown for touchdown. Looks like Coach Causey will just run it down, maybe take a timeout and talk about it. See if we.
Coleman in the secondary runs through another tackler across the 35 of the Arrows and forced out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
I don't know what happened there with Joshua Wilson, but that is, you get a timeout, first of all, because you don't have a guy on the field, so you bone a timeout, and now you give up a touchdown after that timeout.
So it looks like he got fooled on who he was actually going to guard, and by the time he realized his man it was too late. Great play call, 3rd and goal from the 21, and just confusion on the defensive backs. But, you know, we've seen that a couple times tonight, and they took advantage both times.
Man, 3 touchdowns where there was no one within 10 yards of the guy scoring for the Jackets. They've played really well defensively, but the 3 touchdowns are going to be plays that
Patriots, no flags on the field.
Joshua Tate.
And just like that, the Patriots' quick strike offense is at it again. Tate to Weber for another connection, another Patriot touchdown.
Well, it was a simple route. Everything else was
just word for some.
You took up 10 seconds.
4th and 2 for the Warriors. Kellen going to just tuck and run. Got a chance to get it. 6 the football out. We'll see where the spot is. And it is indeed a first down as Kellen Hall gets that first down by a nose.
Well, you take a look at Roman out in the flats. Good job of recognizing it was covered. Kellen tucks the football, does a good job getting the first down. Fresh set it down for Oak Grove, 7:34.
Out, hands it off to Taylor. Taylor goes through there.
He got him.
And he's still on
face man.
Yep, there's a flag. They saw.
To the wide side of the field, give to Causey on the left side, trying to find some open space, nowhere to go as Quay Henderson was trying to lead the way from his guard position.
So we saw Heritage score on the tail end of a touchdown. They just got they got this 2-point conversion. They're now up 28-22. Got a score update for Petal and Meridian. Petal's up 42-0 over Meridian. Remember, Petal is 2-1 in 7A Region 3. That looks like they're moved to 3-1. And putting themselves in position with the chance to win the region next week. They're going to be hosting Northwest Rankin. Speaking of Northwest Rankin, Oak Grove trying to score against the Cougars, tied at 21.
In the traffic, was looking for Millsap in triple coverage, and that one's going to be broken up.
Back at the line of scrimmage, and this time going to test the run game with a running back, and he's going to have a nice run, and that's going to be a pickup of 10 yards, and all of a sudden Peyton Parks finds his groove here.
Yeah, this is kind of similar to what we heard from last week against Petal. Their offense finally got cranked up running the football in the second half.
A little better spot than Millsap as far as being open. Now Hall looking in the middle of the field again. Is going to find KJ Roberts, but Roberts going to be far shy of the line to gain. Only is going to be a pickup of about 2 as Roberts gets up and has a couple of choice words for Michael.
Driving. Durr out of the pistol will bring his back right up off his shoulder. And now we've got a whistle and a flag again. And I believe they're still getting the running back on that.
Yeah. Middle, still on his feet. We're going to bring him down around the 25-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7, looks like.
27-yard attempt, snap back, kick is up, and it is through. Cooper Miller with the commercial stationary field goal.
Line up this time, 2 receivers both sides. They come set. 2 comes across in motion. Ball snapped. Trusty's looking.
Safety.
Scrambles over the left side. They're going to hit him.
Got a flag, man.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold anyway. They got help late on Cotton. We're trying.
They'll fake it to Lowry and keeper around the right side out the back door. Jaden Jones going nowhere. He'll lose yardage on the play. Mavericks sniff it out.
Whitehead's having a conversation with Zach Cawthon and a couple of Arrows, a little extracurricular activity.
someone got hurt, they ran out there almost immediately.
They did. He went over the top to try to make.
Well, he's going to swing this one out. I believe that's Malachi Knight who made the catch there. Yeah, it is. It's not going to pick up much. By the way, Malachi Knight, we're in number 18. That's an important number here in D'Iberville. That's a number of the late Fred Dunbar, who was a player here 2011 in a game.
At the 27-yard line.
Actually, they're going to mark him out back here at the 31.
He's a special.
See, I was wondering how in the world he was staying in bounds, but looks like he kind of let up there like he knew he had stepped out and heard the whistle, but apparently nobody else heard the whistle. But
God, I just find this to be fast.
Man, to boot it away. He's had a rough time pulling in these long snaps, and now a whistle. It's a short punt. It may have saved him here, so he'll get a redo.
Yeah, he would love to have that one over again for sure.
Regardless, if you guys got the replay of who punched that out, but it's going to be Brandon Bulldog football, and that's a huge turnover.
Reese Quinn had him from behind. Travion Washington had him wrapped up, but it looks like maybe Caleb Brock came from the backside and punched it out. Good heads up by Lahari.
Span calls on it. Here come the Mavs. Span a much better kick, one of the best ones of the night. Michael Johnson has to go inside his 40-yard line, and he is tracked down. Beautiful coverage on the near side by Travis Coley.
Yeah, Coley does a great job of getting off of that block by Max Smith and just
pulled him off on the kickoff, the last kickoff, so I think that was just to rest him. It wasn't anything going on. Good high kick from Vieja there, and Cordero has no shot to get to it. It's going to roll away, and it'll be downed
right
by Jalen Johnson. It's a 37, it looks like, so a good solid punt from D'Iberville to get the ball moved across the field. So 9:03 to go in Gulfport.
One standing up on that line. He'll try the middle of that defense again. Stood up and pushed backwards. Two arrows will grab Nye Johnson. They'll give him forward progress near the 40-yard line, 2-yard gain.
You know, I think, and part of that.
Go back out and try to set the tempo and then start bringing the guys in the fourth quarter.
29-yarder.
29-yarder. The kick is up. The kick is look like it's long enough. And then kick is good.
Off the bar. Off the bar. I don't know if he called it, but he's going to get credit for it.
38.
Spin one left side. Coleman goes up. He's going to go the distance. He is laying on the ground as the arrow, and Coleman says touchdown, Germantown.
Well, as soon as I say they're not clicking, they break off a 61-yard beautiful pass to Coleman. Leaves his guy laying on the ground, celebrating. Yeah, enjoy yourself. That was a beautiful pitching catch.
No doubt about it. When Coleman went up for it, he was going to pull it down, and there was nothing the DB could do.
And good coverage on Dillon. That's B.J. Brown in coverage of Dillon. You've talked about it a few times tonight, Lance. Brown certainly giving up the size to Dillon.
Well, you got to figure, Carr, you're going to get it to your playmakers. He's the guy.
Give to Hayden around the right.
Another third and long situation. Plenty of time. Throwing it down the field. He's got a man over there, and it's going to be incomplete. Wow. That was a great ball, but just off the hands of his receiver. So, that was a really good pass. The offensive line held up right there. You're only sending 4, and just dropped. That's a pass where only he could make that catch.
Absolutely. And this kid's impressive.
He's gotten better as the game's gone.
He has. What a great read. You know, he kept trying to burn us up high earlier, but now it's not one-on-one.
Now Phillipson feeling pressure, gets away, and he's going to be sacked. Caleb Jones with a huge sack of Phillipson and the Cougars.
Well, I thought Phillipson was going to get out of it again. You see the pressure up the middle coming around from the perimeter. Good job of pursuit by Caleb Jones. Able to bring Phillipson down, puts him in a 4th down situation.
So Northwest Rankin will have to punt it away.
In motion here, Cooper's going to try to stretch it out to the right side and stumbles, just can't quite get back to the 40.
He kicked it away from KJ last time. And another kick to the right. KJ's not going to be able to field this one. This one will take a Cougar roll down to the 26-yard line. So the Warriors hold strong and able to force a punt, get the football.
Dogs on top, 10-3. Hands it off to the back, and he'll have a yard on the play. That's going to be Parks. It'll be 2nd down.
Reese Quinn again. Man, he's been really active at that line of scrimmage, eating that one up from the backside.
10 carries for 22 yards for Peyton Parks. 2nd down and 10 as we are under 1 minute here in the 3rd period. Durr going to again go to Parks. He'll work off the left side, and Parks will continue to push the pile forward. And at some point you got to call him down, I would think.
Yeah, at some point you got to blow the whistle.
Flag comes in late. Helmet is off one player.
And they immediately go back to the air. This one will go to KJ, but Roberts makes one man miss. That'll be good for a Javamo's 1st down after the yards after the catch by Roberts. You see KJ navigating his way through traffic. Really, that one just be an extension of the run game. A little RPO for Kellen.
And Carter, you got to fix
backfield. Got press coverage here on the outside. They're going over there again. That one is going to be caught. No, they say
to Millsap. Millsap across the 40, breaks a tackle, then steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 6 for Spot.
See Brandon Shields down there helping up the Northwest Rankin player. I keep confusing him for a coach as he is right up in the middle of everything.
not giving them a chance right now here in the third quarter.
Great job getting that off.
Yeah, the rush was coming, and he gets a great roll here. Great job there by Jamarian Reese, who's really done a great job this whole season.
Touchdown, Chevy Williams.
No flags.
What a run for Chevy Williams. Another look on the Glide Trailers instant replay. Following the block of Quay Hudson. And out in the open field, and nobody going to touch him, as Chevy just driving it through for 6.
Like a rock. For you, Brad Bound.
Thank you.
So Cooper Miller on to add the commercial stationary PAT. As Aiden Kelly is snapping back to Millsap. Snap back, kick is up.
Oh, he's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, 9 had him at the line of scrimmage. He just juked him.
Yep.
Make it 27-20.
Yep.
Mike, you need to put some of your voodoo on this kicker.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So he goes up the middle. Pass is complete. Caught by Isaiah Clark and down at the 1-yard line.
What a great catch.
Great catch by Isaiah Clark. He had not been in the game for several plays, had a big penalty in the third quarter, early in the third quarter, but came up big for the Patriots there, and they're setting up 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Great catch from Isaiah Clark.
I mean, it's a great catch, especially when you have to lay out and you're 6'4".
So that's how we're going to end the third quarter.
Extra point for Lake Cormorant is good. The Gators up 28-20 on the Grenada Chargers, playing for second place because South Panola is rolling tonight. South Panola undefeated in 6A Region 1, and they win tonight. They will wrap up the Region Crown. Lake Cormorant, on the other hand, with a win tonight, or Grenada, can wrap up the 2 seed. Here are the Pearl Pirates at the start of the fourth quarter. They're down 10-3 to Brandon. All-important game in the Eat Dirt rivalry. interesting factoid behind that. When I was working at WJTV ages ago, I went around asking folks, what does eat dirt mean or where did it start? No one really could tell me. There's many different origins of the tale of eat dirt. Whatever it is, it's great. Battle of the old leather helmets. They still do that? That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, so let's see if the Pirates can get in. They're in the red zone. 3rd and 1 for the Pirates against the Bulldogs.
And Parks has stopped up. He did not get that. He will have no gain. It'll be 4th down and short.
Braxton Wells, great.
Down in 11. Here's Jaden Jones. Has time. Long drop. Fires to the end zone. Christian Mumford knocks it away. They're going to say that he was coming over the back and maybe too much contact for a pass interference.
1 yard line. What a play. Kingston Johnson to Torian Knox. The Jackets are in business. That's what you do right there, too, after an interception.
Absolutely. You go for the throw. But I'll tell you what, Swan picked up him, and it looks like the tackle picked up a block. They blocked that so well to give him all that time to release downfield. Great job.
1st and goal from the 1. Handoff to Knox. Fights his way inside the 1-0 there. It'll be 2nd and goal. We have a lineman down now on the field. I believe Noah Simpor.
Yep.
Good job of selling the handoff on the inside. Kept it himself. Reese Quinn bit down on it. Boy, had Reese kind of kept his feet going, would have had a chance to stop Bill before getting the 1st down.
Ball's at the 12-yard line. This is as deep as the Pirates have been tonight. They did have it this deep in the 1st quarter after they had a fumble, created a fumble, but then Durr took a large sack in the ballgame. Loss at 20 on it. 1st down, Durr. Going to hand it to the back. He'll have a hole. He'll cut it up, cross the 5 and down to the 4. It'll be 2nd down. They can still get a 1st down at the 1-yard line.
And this is what happens when your quarterback successfully runs the football. You get into a situation where you got to decide whether you're going to key on the running back or key on the quarterback.
We've reached 10 minutes left in the ballgame. Pirates trying to tie this thing up here. 2nd down and 3. Ball's right on the 5-yard line, middle of the field. Pirates driving away from their field house towards Highway 80. Durr going to keep it himself. Left side, Durr spins forward, and he is down around the 1-yard line. Check that, the 2-yard line.
Phillips on a little screen to Hayden. Got some running room. Hayden out in the open field. He's got another Cougar 1st down as he'll take that one out near mid.
3rd and goal. Fowler's in motion. Tate looks to the right. He's going to throw. He's got a man in the end zone, and he cannot make the completion. Thrown low. Pressure was on. Jackson Whitcomb was.
But those crossing routes, he is money.
Yeah.
He's in there now in the pistol set. Give to his back, and he will fight for the goal line, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arrows.
Yeah, and then, I said committed to the pass, but, you're inside the 5-yard line. Hand it to your back. That's number 6.
Cameron Cornelius.
Cornelius just rumbles right up the middle behind his big offensive line, again behind that big Graham Williams.
And now for the PAT by Braylon Spann. Arrows won't go away. High snap pulled down, and Spann will stick this one through the uprights, and Arrows able to get a touchdown drive out
there. And this is going to be Kingston Johnson racing off to the right side. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, just a little RPO right there. Had the ability to hand off to Torian Knox, could throw it as well. He decides to keep it, and he gets
76th edition of the Rankin County Super Bowl. Durr going to keep it himself. Purvey called it. He squishes up in there off the left side, and I can't tell where he's at, maybe down at the 1. And Chris, did he get the 1st down?
Sure did. Yeah,
they're going to give him the 1st down. Sorry, I couldn't get my mic on. Yeah, they gave him the 1st down just inside the 2-yard line, so 1st and goal situation.
Of this ball game. Now Gallegos.
There we go.
Kicks this one up, kicks this one in. 28-21. The Starkville Yellow Jackets are back on top.
High snap. Ball is put down by Weber, and the kick is good. Great
job, kid.
Great catch. Weber.
Line from the far side. 2 receivers set. Jack Durr going to hand it to the back, and he's going to walk in. Touchdown Pirates as they are 1 point away from tying this up.
And this is going to be a skirmish here at the back of the end zone. Flag is going to come in at the end.
Hayden goes in untouched for the score. Another look on the Goliath Trailers instant replay if we have to.
Well, again, just to the right side. Left side of the Oak Grove defense, just nobody there to fill the hole. So just like that, Cougars right back in it as Oak Grove had extended to a 10-point lead.
Campbell's kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:41 remaining in this one, Warriors now clinging to a 3-point lead.
Receivers on the left side. Nobody on the right. Ball's going to be snapped. Got it. Throw it over to Cotton, left side. Cotton, hang on to it. Hang on to it. And he's still on his feet. Finally bring him down. They're going to bring him down around looks like around the 31, close to it in that area.
Yeah, the centers is 52 Bryson Wall. I don't know if Rowdy Staten is hurt. Number 50, but I just saw that 52 is the center.
So this time we line up 1 receiver each side this time. Ball's going to be snapped. Snapped high again, but he hands it off to Taylor.
There's a seam.
Taylor goes through there. Hang on to that ball. He fumbled it.
They got it, man.
He had his arm. He had his arm. He was slinging his arm.
Cam got it. Cam got it. Cam got it.
Late. We fell on the ball
Cam
late,
got it.
I'm telling you.
They ended up doing offsetting penalties. So they came back and said after the fact there was an offsetting penalty, so it's on one on both.
Thank you, Chris. And looks like they're talking to Patrick Schooler, the head football coach at Pearl, giving him the same explanation. He's trying to see what's going on here.
Jake, quick scoring update. Looks like Northwest Rankin not out of it yet. 31-28, 11:41 to go in the fourth.
Wow. Is that over North Brandon or down in
I don't remember if that was on the road for North.
Hey, long on Purdue.
That's what happens when Mississippi State player plays on a Purdue player.
Right.
I knew it was coming. Yeah. I mean, him and Trusty got that figured out. That's for sure.
Now
all day long on Purdue,
go for
man.
2 here to tie
Another
it
head
up.
top.
All right, we better have a good play here to tie it up.
Yep, there's still 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go.
So they're going to line up again, 1 receiver both sides.
Hey, get caught in the slot to the inside, man.
Trustees in gun. Chargers come set.
Got to have a good snap. That's where this starts.
Trustee steps up to his line, tells him something, steps back. Ball's going to be snapped. Throws it real quick. Floater over to Cotton.
Oh, he overthrew him just a little bit.
A little too much on there. And
yep, he threw it to the back corner, and Cotton just couldn't get loose and get to it.
Yep.
But it's 28-26 with 4:27 to go, and we're going to run that defense out, and they're going to get
here.
All right, this is a replay. The extra point for Pearl while we were watching the Grenada 2-point conversion. The extra point went off the upright. Oh, they're getting to do it again. There's a penalty. Oh, wow, what a break for the Pirates because he doinked the extra point. Now he gets another try. 10-9, a huge kick with 8:40 to go in the fourth quarter.
To tie this ball game up again. It's essentially a 25-yard field goal is what this becomes now. Good snap, good hold. That kick is on the way, and that kick is up, and it is true. 10-10 ball game.
Jack, hold on 1 second. We got a flag.
Another flag.
We'll wait and see what it is. Hard to step on you real quick, but I don't know if they're going to have to bring this one back to let them kick it again or not. So we'll wait and see what it is.
A lot of high drama here on the extra point.
Personal foul on Brandon. Don't know what it was, unless he jumped over the front line. This is just getting.
Nonetheless, 8:40 to go. 10-10 ball game. Back in 30 seconds.
West's eyes got big when he got the quarter.
Okay, so we thought there might have been another penalty for Pearl. There was not. Extra point stands, 10-10 Pirates and Bulldogs at Ray Rogers Stadium this evening. Then we have Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin. Oak Grove up 31-28 on Northwest Rankin, but the Warriors have the ball, and they are in Cougar territory late in the fourth quarter, just like Madison Central with late in the third quarter, down 28-21. Let's see what the Jags can do here.
Smith is flush out the pocket again. Somehow finds a wide open man. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Right now, Trip Smith is just kind of running for his life and is finding wide open receivers. Every single touchdown now, 4 of them in this game, have all been wide open explosive plays on defensive breakdowns. Noah Kamba just kind of missed him.
Yeah, we came off of him. We thought we had a sack. He was coming up to help. There's no reason for him to come up there. And in his defense, he thought we had a sack. Another good play by the quarterback for Madison Central.
Kick is up. Kick is in. It's tied up again. Jackets doing everything they can to try to get off the field defensively, but there's wide open receivers when they're putting pressure on Trip Smith, and he's finding them right now for explosives. Jaguars.
Another one by Causey. And really nowhere for Roman to go as he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. So now that'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Warriors.
Did manage to stay in bounds, so now clock continues to tick. 8:26 and counting here in the Keith and Lattimore Insurance Agency fourth quarter. From what I understand, it's pretty cold outside, we were told.
Bounds is struggling.
Bounds is in front of the only open window in the booth.
Give to Chevy, puts that left foot on the ground, tries to get upfield, and nowhere for Chevy to go as he is wrapped up.
All right, West Point and New Hope final. West Point wins 38-7. The Green Wave are still undefeated. They're 9-0, 4-0 in 5A Region 1. They win the region. They're going to have a 1 seed in the first round of the playoffs. Meanwhile, New Hope is going to fall to 3-1. They'll finish at Caledonia. They're now 6-3 on the season. So congratulations to West Point, the title holder of the most state championships in state history. As we're watching now, Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin. Oak Grove driving with 7 some change in the fourth quarter. Germantown just scored again against Clinton, making it 43-17. So the Mavericks are going to roll to a 3-1 mark in 7A Region 2, while Clinton is on its way to a 1-3 mark in the region. Brandon now has the football against Pearl, 10-10 in 7A Region 4. Starkville in 7A Region 2 against Madison Central, 28-28. A lot to be decided in the waning moments and waning minutes of Week 10 of Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live, presented by Performance Therapy. And now we have an Oak Grove touchdown? I don't know. They call a touchdown, boys? Can't figure it out yet. Does not look like it gave it to him. All right, let's see if they can punch it in here.
Another opportunity. Causey already has 2 touchdowns on the night through the air and looks to pick up another one here on the ground. Give to Roman, puts his head down and nowhere for him to go as he is met by...
And I'll tell you what, Carr, they're crashing down so hard on Roman. There was nobody on the outside if Kellen bootlegs that one.
No doubt. He was met by Macias Silva along with Aiden Buffkin. It looked like Norsworthy got himself in there as well.
Yeah, we've called Periante.
He's at the 20. They're going to knock him out around the 12.
Woo-hoo! Caught it on the run, baby.
Yes, sir. Caught it on the run.
That was Hardeman.
We got to do something right here, though, man.
He didn't get a lot of height on the punt. He just kicked it and almost just 5 yards in front of where Hardeman was standing.
Right. Had to run that one, man. You couldn't let that bounce.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance. Caught it full speed.
Got to be a little embarrassing if you're the back judge. If no one leaves and no one comes on, it's still the same. Hall to put in the air, looking, in and out of the hands of KJ, broken up. That's Michael Smith. We've seen him do it on both sides of the football. This time gets a pass break up. And so now 1st and goal turns into 4th and goal, and it's Cooper Miller.
Yeah, now Oak Grove going to have to settle. Already settled for 1 field goal. Going to have to settle for this attempt. But game like this, you have got to convert to get it in the end zone for 7.
Commercial stationary field goal attempt. Snap back. Millsap's got it down. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 5.5 remaining in regulation, Oak Grove tacks on 3 more to make it 34-28 on the Reseal Express scoreboard.
Parker fakes going that way, rolls out to the right. Nothing really developing there. I think he's just going to throw this one away, and he does.
Jones wants to throw. Maverick's going to bring some late heat. McGehee puts a late pop on him, floats another one up, and it's incomplete. Michael Johnson was converging with Christian Mumford, but it sails over everybody's head, incomplete.
Yeah, another one of those big hang time passes.
They're looking for Jamari Smith. So
all right. Now the Chargers finally are coming set.
Yeah, they got
play
2
clock
out here
started.
on Cotton.
Ball snap. Hands it off to Taylor. Taylor goes to that left side. They're going to tackle him at the, looks like at the 10.
He was down. He was down. He almost fumbled, but he was down.
He's got to tuck that ball now.
Yeah.
We can't afford to lose it.
Yeah. Came down when his arm hit the ground. The ball popped loose.
Come on, we just got to play Charger ball right here. So this time we're going to have 2 receivers on the right side only. Cotton's on the inside. Hardeman's on the outside over there. Taylor's in gun. I mean Trusty. Ball snapped. Hands it off Taylor. Taylor goes that left side, and they trip him up. He got up there.
Walker, he had man-on-man coverage, and Kingston Johnson said, okay, let's go make another play.
Wow.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this.
That's crazy. Execution by Starkville. Golly, that was awesome. But you know what? What is Madison Central thinking there, Robbie? Come on, guys. They need a 2 deep safety there.
3rd
Wow.
and 22 converted. 2 3rd and 20s converted. He's going deep again. Walker, he has a step on him, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there at the end to close out there. Dion Moore making the incompletion, but not a bad idea. He had the coverage again, man on man. Just a nice play there by Dion Moore. 2nd and 10. I've never seen anything like this.
It's going to stand. It's going to be against Oak Grove, I believe.
Taylor's hitting the backfield.
Yeah, he's having to wait on
They
it
ate
because the snap's
that play
high.
up.
You know, and we lose 2. The snap's
we didn't
high,
need
and
that.
Trusty's
We got
having to
3rd
jump,
long.
and it's just, man, we're going back.
Thrown incomplete. You put that one on the money, that's a touchdown. And here we go. 3rd and 10.
I didn't see it. Run it again, Tate. It's going to be down here on the screen. No idea. But again, the Warriors with several opportunities to make the stop on the far sideline.
And just like that.
I think it could have happened. Goodness gracious.
I've been snapping it high to him all night. Snapped it plumb over his head.
Knight's 4th and goal. Well, 4th and something.
You got to go to Cotton right here for a first down at least.
And now we got a false start.
Carter Smith on that right side. Just anxious and got ahead of the snap.
Petal wins tonight, 42-14.
The stats that I have are perfect on the year. The extra point department.
Snap back, low snap.
Thank you. I figured I'd jinx them.
And just like that,
the Warriors have got to
PAT no good.
Warriors have got to be careful here not to run their mouth and just get off the field.
And we are knotted up at 34 apiece. So Coach Causey's decision to go for a field goal.
What I said, Coach Causey, good call to go for the field goal there to put you up 6, and now you have a tie ball game. Exactly what I said, Carr. Thank you for bringing that back up. That's why I'm up here and Drew's down there.
So 5:18 now, and Oak Grove will get the football back.
7. I have to go back and look. Shaq drops to throw. Looking. Going to throw. Out route. That ball is incomplete.
Steps up in the pocket. He's going to heave it down the field.
Oh, he got tackled. Did they throw the flag?
They should have threw the flag on that.
Oh,
there should be a flag.
Man, that would have been 15 yards. It would have helped us.
No flag on the play.
It's been really successful for them on the outside, but Starkville's gotten better and better as this game is going on. We got an injured Jag down on the field.
Down around the 5-yard line, as that is the right call. Now you win the field position battle, and you make Pearl have to go 95 yards.
Yeah, Pearl's going to have to, first you've got to make sure you really contain and bottle up Durr. Make sure they're not successors running the football. Pearl does not do a lot of, downfield, deep downfield passing. So they're going to actually be.
Can be a dive, and I think that's a stop. It is. They went with the quick handoff to the fullback, and he runs into the wall of the defensive line of the Admirals, and that's a turnover on downs. Big play from the big guys up front.
Wow.
Turnover on downs brought to you by Amy.
On the near side, Durr going to give it to the back, going to work off left side, and he is going to move the pile forward and pick up about 6 on the play, and again, that's going to be Parks. $34 yards on 15 carries for Parks tonight. Bulldog football brought to you by BSN Sports. We're also brought to you by Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. And we want to say thanks to the city of Brandon.
Okay, we have a final at Grenada. Grenada loses to Lake Cormorant, 28-26. A devastating blow for Grenada, but what a win for Lake Cormorant. They had lost 3 in a row to the Chargers, including last year, 27-21. So you knew it was going to be close, but on the road, and a chance now, they have clinched, it looks like, a home game in the first round of the playoffs to take the 2 seed, as Grenada now has lost the tiebreaker in that situation. They're down a game, and they will not be able to overtake them. So congratulations, Lake Cormorant, on a huge win over the defending 6A champs. Meanwhile, here's Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin. Northwest Rankin had problems on the extra point, leaving it a tie game. So Oak Grove, instead of needing a field goal to, keep the game alive, now it's tied, so they don't have to score. Of course, obviously, they'd love to score. If they don't, it's not the end of the world. And then we have Brandon and Pearl, and Pearl's in a bad spot. Even though it is tied at 10, they are pinned deep in their own territory, and moving the ball, explosive plays are have not really been their thing. So Brandon in a good spot there in a 10-10 game to maybe flip the field on a punt and not have to go very far. Then we have Germantown dominating Clinton. It's 44-17. Oak Grove getting a big play here, trying to get into field goal range or maybe more. There's still 4 minutes left there. And then Madison Central and Starkville, still 28-28. Starkville with the football, 8:29 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll wait to see who goes first, and it looks like it's going to be Starkville. Let's go to Starkville real quick and see this play before we bounce back to Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin. Went nowhere. All right, got nothing to see. Now we're back to Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin. Nothing to see there either. Gulfport and DeIverville, it's 31-21 Gulfport, and the Admirals are driving. Look like they're at the DeIverville 33-yard line with the 10-point lead. And now Pearl is out to punt, and they're going to be kicking out of their own end zone. This could get interesting. Let's check it out and see what the Pirates can do in a 10-10 game.
Standing at the back of the end zone here. Bounce kick. He's going to pick it up, and Durr is going to run with it. He's going to just take off with it, and now look to throw it, and he's going to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete. Dogs are going to take off. We got a flag that just came in late, as I am not sure what that flag was going to be.
They're going to call late hit on Brandon on 31 as he was going out of bounds. 100% saw that he hit him, but I don't know how late it was. But that's not going to be enough for a first down, I do believe. We'll wait and see. We'll kind of get that out of here because I don't know if
watching the replay, well,
an all-important extra point from Galay.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. So look at the play here. So he gets the hit. He gets the hit on he's going to get the hit on Durr, the punter. Durr's going to fall backwards, and then you see Ford just kind of say something to him while he's on his back. Look here.
That's what it was. You're right.
They're going to get forward. Man.
Hall looking in the middle of the field. That's KJ Roberts check that Millsap on the reception, but that'll be a gain of about 7. So that's going to bring up 4th and 4 now for Oak Grove. Clock under 2.5 now and continues to roll.
Imagine Coach Causey will let this wind down, call timeout, and bring the offense or Kellen Hall over to talk about it. Play clock at 15. And that's exactly what Coach Causey's going to do.
So the clock will stop at 1:52 for a Pine Belt 4 timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back after this. You're watching Oak Grove Warriors .live.
Pretty much kind of like a dead ball penalty. So regardless, Brandon's going to get the ball, but just ball's going to go back.
Bit. Yeah, I mean, the only score of the second half is their one touchdown drive. Carter not his best.
Down the field himself. He's at the 30, still on his feet at the 20, inside the 15-yard line. Massive hole, and for the first time in this second half, the Jaguars found a ton of running room, and Stephen makes them pay, now closing in on 200 yards rushing.
So they sealed that off. They got second tier. Offensive guard, tackle, what a great job by them. They haven't done that play tonight, and to see it blocked like they just did, that was amazing. Good job by them.
1st and 10, ball in the red zone just like that for Madison Central. And this is going to be a pull by Trip Smith. Stiff arms a man. He's down inside the 12-yard line to the 11. It's
looking now, trying to buy himself some time. Going to tuck and run, try to get the first down himself. We'll see where the spot is. Goes across the 20, and it looks like that's good for a Javamo's first down. Spotted at the 21-yard line, and Oak Grove.
Action throw over there. That one's intercepted. No, he dropped it. But what a play. What a play right there by Caden Wilson. That was almost an unbelievable interception. Jumps the route, hung the ball up a little bit. He didn't fire it quick enough.
it's going to be Brandon Ball at the 18-yard line. It was a toning after the fact from the 3, so it's Brandon.
He's got to get rid of that quicker if he's going to run that.
3rd and 5 for Smith. They'll look back towards the sideline and get the call. They're at the 10-yard line with 6.5 minutes remaining in this game, trailing the Jackets 35-28. Smith drops back the pass, looking across the middle, and that one's caught for the touchdown. Tylen Hutchins. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie it. Starkville's defense couldn't come through right there. That almost interception was big. Just a nice play by Smith and Hutchins.
Boy, Noah Campbell was there, and he faked it. He stayed in, and then went drop back and got turned around just a little. But what a nice throw by the quarterback. He threaded it, man. Very nice job.
So the kick coming here by Beavers. It's up. It's in. We're tied again. Starkville can't quite take over this ball game.
Okay, Heritage and Lamar are final. Heritage wins 38-22. It'll be interesting to see how things shake out in the PowerPoint situation in the MAIS for Lamar School. They were sitting on the borderline of either being a top seed in Division III or a low seed in Division II. And right now they were outside of the Division II bracket, so they very well could be a top seed in the Division III for a state tournament, which will begin next week. But they would have a bye if they were that top seed. And Heritage Academy, meanwhile, will be most likely playing. I don't know. They have a chance to get a bye in the Division II tournament, depending on how things go with Mag Heights. Meanwhile, this is Brandon Ball, correct? Yes. I was looking down. I didn't see this. So after all that talk with the refs, the taunting afterwards, but it was after the play, so still Brandon Ball. So now the Bulldogs have a chance to take the lead, and we got a timeout by Pearl, 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs, 10-10 there. Madison Central and Starkville, they're tied as well, but way more points, 35-35. Is that a surprise onside kick? Who's got it? The ball's on the field, and it looks like Starkville recovers. And we'll see what the refs have to say. They're showing the replay. Madison Central getting tricky. Meanwhile, this is Gulfport trying to ice away D'Iberville. And we can't forget about Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin, 34-34. The Warriors about to try to play with 2 seconds left in the fourth.
Give to Causey on first down, puts his head down. It's going to be, continues to fight.
Yeah, that was 3rd down.
Man, that score ticker freaking me out. And they're running it out. 2 seconds left. There ain't no way. All right, that makes a little more sense. A minute 19 left in the fourth quarter. Northwest Rankin and Oak Grove tied at 34.
15 to go on the play clock, and we'll take our time getting this one off. Nettles drops back. He's looking for Javius Hills. Ball's batted
there by Torian Knox. No gain.
Now down to the 5-yard line, and Tyson Robinson's going to be off his feet. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5.
Same play, same result. Again, Tyson getting a couple yards, keeping his feet moving just enough to get to the first down marker.
So got a 1st down and goal to go. We got 1:30 to go in the ball game. 10-10. Score. Dogs are going right to left if you're on the radio and just joining us. Pirates going left to right.
And there's a handoff to Knox. Makes something out of nothing and breaks it up the middle. That's just.
Purvey Green, MVP. Sladen Shack on 1st and goal. Going to give it to Tyson Robinson. Boy, I thought he lost the football there for a minute.
It really did, and that's where you got to really be careful. Big penetration. It looks like the big tackle for Pearl. Marcus Durst returned in the ball game, and they were right there just as the hand.
And that's a Java Mose. 1st down.
And that is just hat on hat with the big boys up front there getting the push.
Roman Causey breaks a couple.
Every big block, push the guy back. Got to watch that.
2nd down, going to give it to Tyson, and Tyson's going to rip through. Tyson's down to the 1-yard line. Make that the 2. Check that the 3. He'll pick up a couple.
Give to Causey on 1st down. Roman still on his feet. Roman Causey across the 5, down to the 3, still going.
Are you kidding me?
Roman Causey refusing to go down.
That young man just keeps the legs churning.
1, 2.
Going to give it to Tyson. Tyson's going to rip. Tyson's in. Touchdown Bulldogs with 7 seconds to go in the ball game. Dogs regain the lead on a 3-yard Tyson Robinson touchdown.
Little urgency here. And we've got a false start.
Be conservative, try to pick up a manageable amount of yards for a 4th down, or you try to get the first right here. Kingston Johnson drops back, throws it over the middle. He's got a catch for the 1st down.
Flag on the play. False start on the Dogs. Another penalty. 12th penalty of the night on Brandon. That touchdown has emptied the seating area across the way for the Pearl Pirates. They're trying to make it to the door and get out of this cold weather in a gut punch for Pearl tonight. Extra point after the penalty coming up. And now that kick is up, and it is true, and we're going to keep it right here, 17-10. Let's go down to Chris Ebelhair.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that from where you, but down on my angle, you could just hear this place erupt when Tyson scored. So that's the most energy we've seen from a Brandon sideline. I tell you what now, y'all can't really see it, but these sidelines are
Again,
Playing
short, quick, or a quick pop pass of some type, or either run it again.
Madison making sure they don't get beat deep right here. 2nd and long. They're bringing pressure. He'll throw it over. He's got his man, Davis Harrelson. Harrelson across the 30. He gets a lot of that yardage back and then some as he's down to the 26-yard line.
Field goal attempt for the win. Aiden Kelly to snap it back to Jared Millsap. Snap back, kick is up, and it is.
What's the flag for? They're going to call defense offsides. He's going to have to kick it again. We've talked about this penalty before. Unless he leaped over the center, then it's ball game.
To Jenkins, cuts back, and I don't think he got a yard on that play. And that's going to bring up 4th down and short.
5-yard line. At the 5-yard line, as you can hear the yells and some happy fans here on the Bulldog side.
Yeah, wait to see if that's actually going to run out the clock.
I think he was
About you might not get the ball back.
What? And the crowd doesn't understand.
Yeah,
Lance,
you
you're
gotta
right. I mean, that is the right call.
In high school, it has to be kicked, so we will do it again. So again, Cooper Miller on for the win. Kelly, Millsap, kick is up, and it is good! Cooper Miller with the win! Final score, Oak Grove 37, Northwest Rankin 34. OG with the win.
And you know what, Carr? Good for that young man tonight, because he did something tonight that will give him confidence the rest of the season. Because let's be honest, Cooper has struggled up to this point, but 3 field goals tonight, perfect from extra points. Cooper Miller gets it done.
What a win for Coach Causey and the Warriors. As Lance just said, Cooper Miller.
What a game at Northwest Rankin. Oak Grove comes out on top 37-34. Also a great finish. Brandon and Pearl. Brandon wins 17-10. The Bulldogs not dead yet. Their playoff hopes still alive, as we have a clearer picture of kind of what 7A Region 3 looks like. Oak Grove is now 3-1. Petal is 3-1. Pearl and Northwest Rankin fall to 2-2, and Brandon is 2-2. Next week is gonna be nuts. Speaking of nuts, this Madison Central Starkville game is nuts at 7A Region 2. The Yellow Jackets with a 4th and 2, and the Jaguars tip the pass. Turnover on downs with 2 minutes to go in that one, all tied up. And then here is Gulfport and D'Iberville. D'Iberville, a kick return against Gulfport, who just scored. It's 38-21. Not sure the time situation there, but the D'Iberville sideline fired up, down 17. Obviously a long way to go, and it's getting late in the night. There can't be too much time on the clock left there. So while we wait, also we have a Germantown final. Germantown beat Clinton 47-17. Germantown is now 3-1, and depending on how things shake out with Starkville, they might have a chance to clinch a 2 seed. There's a lot of tiebreakers if there's a 3-way tie, so we'll see how that goes. But right now, Madison Central has a chance to go and win the ball game there. But Germantown now 3-1 in 7A Region 2.
right there, just out of his reach. L.J. Robertson couldn't corral him, and he's going to go out of bounds. Cannon Parker was the closest guy to him there. A lot of excitement on that play for a 4-yard pickup.
You got a shot here to get the ball back. Got to get off the field right here. A minute 45 and counting for Madison.
Now we wish we had a timeout.
The timeouts are gone. 2 of them.
All right, time for some picture-in-picture. A word from Performance Therapy as we watch Madison Central try and win the game against Starkville.
I'm Trevor Allion. I'm a PTA at Performance Therapy Pelahatchie, and I'm currently the senior therapist here. We are located in the heart of downtown Pelahatchie. From here, we've served your geriatric population all the way down to your athletes. With the school systems, we've worked with East Rankin Academy, Pelahatchie, Puckett, Pisgah. At our clinic, we offer LSVT Big for the Parkinson's patients, and we offer dry needling. We proudly serve our community, whether it's going to some sporting event to watch some of our athletes or going to the festivals in the local area. If you're in our local area, you can contact us directly at our Pelahatchie clinic, or if you're out of our area, any of the other 14 locations throughout the state. We are Performance Therapy, comprehensive care, hands-on treatment, proven results.
Last drive because they're not playing ball control now. You're looking to go score.
And all right, during that drive, D'Iberville did score. It's 38-27. They're coming out for the extra point. Still, like I just said, not sure on the time, but what we are sure of right now is Starkville now has a chance to win the game against Madison Central, starting at their own 38, 35-35 with a minute 17, as the extra point is good for D'Iberville. It's 38-28. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can win this key 7A Region 2 showdown.
Looking to run. Now he's going to look to pass. He's going to have to throw this one away. Nobody open and incomplete.
Don't quite understand that play. Our receivers weren't even going downfield far.
Well, it looked like it was a run that he turned into a pass.
Wow.
He was looking to run. All of his lanes were closed up, and then everybody had to go into pass mode. That's kind of the issue with the RPO game is you don't have everybody all the time on the same page.
So now they're in the 2 deep safety. They weren't earlier, but we're going to probably pass here and take the yardage they're going to give us here, 10, 15 yards, which is fine. Now they're jumping out of it. Still going to give us
pistol formation here for Kingston Johnson. He has his running back in the backfield, snaps it. He's going to roll out to his right, throw down the field. He's got a man, but it's overthrown again to Braylon Jenkins. Starkville's been given these gifts, and here we are again, 3rd and long once again.
All right, here's our issue now. They have 2 timeouts left, or no, they have 3
They have
timeouts.
3 timeouts left.
106. We may have to run it here and make them use a timeout.
Run it or a short pass, something that assures that the clock runs. But if they get a stop right here, they should have the ball with about a minute left. Dropping back to pass against Kingston Johnson, looking down the field, looking, surveying. Nobody's there. Now he'll have to chunk it out of bounds. Or this was picked off. Intercepted. I don't know why you make that throw right there, but Madison Central looks like they have the ball. Did they call it a catch?
It's a catch.
They
for
did.
Sure.
My goodness.
He finished way in bounds.
My goodness. I don't know what's happening right there to throw that interception.
Well, that was just panic mode. He had 5 or 6 chasing him, and we just got to throw it away there. Just got to throw it away. He'll learn. He's young. He wished he had that one back. It's all right, big man. You still got a chance to win this game. Defense stops us here. We got a chance to win this game. 55 seconds left. The defensive front's been holding them all night long. So
back looking like he was going to throw deep, and he's going to scramble, tackle from behind by L.J. Robertson. Jordan Fernandez helped out.
An interception, and Madison now has the momentum, the ball, and 3 timeouts. Trip Smith has another shot at it. Throwing it down the field. He's got a receiver that's got the catch. Dampierre, plenty of room. He's down to the 30 and pushed out of bounds. Madison Central's in business now.
Sure are, and you know, we we stayed in the box. We loaded the box that time. Wow, that's tough. Great play by Madison Central. Just threw the ball out. And
the Madison now has the ball at the 27. They're already closing in on field goal range with all 3 timeouts remaining in 45 seconds. The game right now is on the shoulders of them just protecting the football here. Here's a handoff to Steven across the 25-yard line down to the 23.
Oh, they feel confident in the field goal here. They're not even calling timeout. Wow. Interesting.
I don't know if I would rely on that either with Starkville's ability to block those field goals. Handoff to Steven again off the right side, and he'll get down to the 22. That'll be their first timeout they use there with 14 seconds now down. This clock's still rolling. They're going to have to put some time back on the clock probably, but you're looking at one more play and then a field goal unless they can somehow get a touch.
Again, don't think D'Iberville's taking a timeout. They may have taken one earlier, but they still got at least 2 to work with. Wally drops really deep here. Fires that one over the middle. Let's see, do they call that a catch? That's going to be close to a catch, or they're going to give him credit for the catch at the 20. That was Caleb Washington who made the catch there, and that's going to be a first down for D'Iberville. And they're going to clock it. So they spiked the ball there. So it'll be 2nd and 10 on the 20.
Oh, it's coming down to the clock.
Yeah, that's the thing is, and
A little closer right here. Smith is in the shotgun with Steven. Handoff to Steven, and he doesn't have any room to run.
Oh, they lost yardage.
They'll actually lose a yard right there, and it's going to set up a very interesting field goal attempt here from the kicker. Timeout for Madison. Their second called timeout. 5 seconds remaining, so there should be maybe a couple of seconds on the clock if this field goal goes through. Maybe a second.
You know, that may work out for them, but I will tell you they were very fortunate too.
So 9 seconds on the clock. So Starkville will get the ball back somehow, some way. And we'll see if they're able to connect here on this field goal. This is not an easy field goal for Madison Central here. We've already seen a blocked punt, 10 block kicks this year. And out comes Ross Beavers to attempt this field goal from 39 yards. With the hold is going to be the quarterback, Trip Smith. The Jackets, you know, are going to be coming after this one, trying to get a block. Let's see what happens here. Snap back to Smith. The kick is up. The kick is good. Ross Beavers hits from 39. All 9 seconds ran off the clock. That's the ball game. Madison Central wins. Starkville falls in this one. Heartbreak for the Jackets. Just the second time ever that Madison Central has won here, but the Jackets had their chances, Mr. Craig. Couldn't find a way.
Yeah, they're going to look back on this one and just going to make you sick because they had their opportunities, but hats off to Madison Central. They stayed through the fight, and it felt like after we got through halftime that whoever had the ball last would probably win this football game. The timeouts end up costing Starkville tonight in the long run. We didn't give us a chance till the end, but the interception toward the end we wish we had back. But, you know, you can't look at one play or 2 plays to make the difference in the ball game. Defensively, Starkville played really, really good tonight.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I thought you were bringing my camera. Here I am. Wow, what a finish in Madison Central and Starkville. 38-35. The Jaguars get a huge road victory, and they keep their playoff hopes in firm control now. And maybe An outside shot, no, the outside shot at a home game of the first round is out, but they're surviving. Starkville and Madison Central both 2-2, and Clinton's 1-3, so Madison Central now the 3 seed. So as long as they win next week, they can at least avoid having to play a 1 seed in the first round, because Germantown won tonight. They're 3-1. They clinched the 2 seed. Oxford won last night. They're 4-0. They've got the 1 seed in 7A Region 2. D'Iberville has another touchdown. Less than a minute to go. Trying to mount a furious comeback, 38-34. Extra point on the way. The problem is this is our last game, and we are probably going to go away from it. We'll probably wait and see what happens on the onside kick attempt. We don't like to just roll with one feed. We want to send people there, but we'll hang out for a minute. We can talk about the picks real quick and see what happens with the onside kick. And then if D'Iberville does somehow recover, we'll share the feed in the comments. So let's hang out for a minute. Maybe we can bring up the picks real quick. We talk about them for a second. Right now, every road team that we've had tonight is in line to win or has won. Gulfport being the last one. Petal won. West Point won. Lake Cormorant won. Germantown wins. Madison Central wins. Brandon wins. Oak Grove wins. Gulfport wins, or they're trying to. And then Heritage won. I don't think I've ever seen 9 road teams that we pick win in one night. That's wild. So much for home field advantage. So looking like right now I'm all you got to do is just look at this right column, and that's where you know if you missed. So 1, 2, 3. I go 6-3 with Hayes, who's also 1, 2, 3. Andrew missed 3, so he gains no ground. It's going to be tough for him in week 11 to overcome me and Hayes. Now me and Hayes are probably going to make some crazy picks next week to try and reign supreme in our pick'em. So here comes an onside kick for D'Iberville. They're down 3. They need it to stay alive.
D'Iberville, see if they kick the ball towards us like they did last time. They do, and that's going out of bounds. That's not going to make it to the 50. That's going to go out of bounds. Cooper did a great job staying away from it. Oh, we called a timeout. So that kick out of bounds didn't happen. Timeout is called. Timeouts again brought to you by Revive and Thrive on Acadian Drive in Gulfport. Hey, while we got the time.
Okay, so we got a timeout. Not done yet. Ocean Springs won tonight. Don't know the final, but I know Ocean Springs won. D'Iberville, if they lose, is going to be eliminated from a 2-seed conversation. Gulfport, as long as they can finish with a win, they will clinch a region crown. So a lot on the line here in this 7A Region 4 game as D'Iberville is back out, Gulfport back out. The onside kick is about to be on the way. Let's see what happens.
Again, ball's got to get to the 50 before D'Iberville can touch it, or it's got to hit an Admiral first. All right, so they've hit 2 in a row towards their sideline. We'll see if that continues to be the strategy.
We just need Cooper
to
pick it up and run.
That's kind of the general thought. You hit it towards your sideline, get the energy. Maybe the officials on your side more friendly to your calls on a pile-up. They do, and let's see. There's a big pile, and there's no way to know what's happening because their players are blocking the view in front of us. There's a big pile-up. Our players seem to be pretty excited.
Very late flag.
There's flags afterwards. All of our guys are getting away. Cordarius Payton's getting out of the pile now. Let's see what gets decided here. We've seen no signals yet. I think the officials are going to have a conference about this. That was, to an extent, my view was blocked because of D'Iberville's sideline and how low we are. There's a lengthy conference here, so we'll see. 41 seconds to go. This decision really could end the game, could keep it going, and it's Emerald Ball!
So now
after
what we
the play,
can do,
it's going to be a sideline warning on D'Iberville. Admiral Ball, 41 seconds to go, and I know D'Iberville's burned at least one timeout, so we will be able to, if we can get some clean snaps in. And we should be able to take this one home. Ball spotted on the 46. Cooper was at the bottom of that pile, and you want to bet on Cooper winning when we're at the bottom of that pile down there. All right, we get the kneel down.
All right, that'll do it. Gulfport is your 7A Region 4 champ. They take down D'Iberville 38-35, and all of our road teams win tonight. 9 road games, or 9 road teams win. That's crazy. What a night. All right, so we got a lot to decide next week, though. Is it going to be Oak Grove or Petal as your 7A Region 3 champ? Who's going to be where in a 3-4 seeds kind of situation? A lot to figure out next week. Might have some MAIS games depending on who's playing and what feeds are available. Going to be an exciting finish to the season. Remember, that's going to be Thursday night. Oh, we won't see the MAIS because it'll be on Friday. So it's just going to be MHSA. But regular season finale, Thursday night of Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live, presented by Performance Therapy. Once again, thanks to Performance Therapy for all that you do for us, all the lasting support that we had as we're here in year 4. We're rocking and rolling, and it would not be possible without you. Sincerely appreciate the support. Also, Roosters and Bazels again for the pregame meal. Check out their combined location in Flowood. And once again, thanks to you for watching. We appreciate the support. We hope you'll join us next week for the rest of the Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live crew. My name's TJ Werre. Have a great night. We'll see you next Thursday.